Last week.
Previously on Ironwood.
Previously on Ironwood
Exiles.
Exiles.
Okay, hold on. You can probably hear the window. Sorry.
That's okay.
So we went to Gregor's. We let him know what we saw. Figured out who the guy riding away from the house was. Weirdly enough, we kind of just went from there on a Razul adventure.
You're not wrong.
Because, like, literally, we went and told Gregor, figured out who the guy was. We had 2 days until we could go.
It was the third son. You mean the guy that got shot?
Yeah, it was like the third or fourth son.
The third or fourth son of the president of the central bank, one of the biggest, probably the biggest bank in town.
Right.
Endangerment.
So we had 2 days until we could meet with him. Razul got some information from the librarian. We skipped 48 hours to meet with the banker at the guild hall. We talked to him a little bit, figured out it was his son. Let him know what was going on. Then we went back to the house and basically got ready to travel. And then we were on the road. It was one of the nights. I don't actually have written down which one it was. It was during our watch. It was during Harvey's watch. And I heard wings and a thump. And it was a manticore. So we had manticore battle. We fucking won. Because it exploded into a bunch of maggots. And then nothing was left but brittle bone. Razul.
Do you want to know something really bad about that? Remember how I didn't have a manticore symbol?
Yeah.
He does now.
He made a manticore.
I had one the entire time and didn't know it.
Oh. It's behind us. I can't
I'm
see
shocked. Shocked, I tell you. Okay, not that shocked.
So, had I known, I could have... I was so mad at myself when I found that out today.
It's okay. Whatever.
I mean, the thing only lasted, 4 rounds?
Yeah.
We didn't even get to a second round.
Fucking Razul just exploded it.
Yeah, Razul critted with a spell. It was a very nasty spell, and it went off at 3 levels higher than normal. So instead of it hitting this thing at 3rd level, it hit this thing at 6th level, and it just exploded.
It literally, it squeaked, and then it died.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I always think about Dave saying, our fights are always very cinematic. I'm like, that was cinematic. Whoa, poof, shit.
Oh, and then I wrote down that we were on the road trying to find these ruins, right? There was a tree in the road, and we met Herman and friends. Who cleared the road for us. And then there was a giant, basically, from the trees that crossed behind us as we were running the fuck away. We narrowly avoided that one. Running the fuck away. Finally figured out there was a trail. Went off to the offshoot of the trail. It was more like a walking path, and we came across a dilapidated watchtower. Harvey climbed up to the top, couldn't really see anything, trees. And then we made it somehow to the bottom in one piece, thankfully, and that's where we left off.
All right, so I'm doing a chat test in Twitch right now. Eric, I'm able to chat fine.
Okay, and it's probably just something stupid on my end then.
Okay.
What the fuck was that?
Somebody's phone buzzed.
Yep. I will leave it off the table.
That's no big deal.
Sorry, hold on. Edgar needs to call me. Sorry.
I'm gonna eat my cake and Vegetas. I'm good.
Sorry.
It's a party!
After party. All I see are stilettos.
What's
I guess I never got the memo.
I never know how to pronounce his name. I know it's W Minnesota, but
I actually was supposed to be W Man, but I think W Man was taken, so. When would that even?
Okay. And I can
Holy
see the chat now.
shitballs! Okay, I am a fucking idiot. Ben, I didn't know that was you.
Yeah. I knew that one.
Oh, Ben, for months you thought my old screen name was somebody else. It was great. I totally play it up for all it was worth.
Everybody, so many goddamn names. I'm so sorry.
Makes
Nope.
you feel better. I've been me this whole time.
I have to.
I know who that is, Mr. Watamatsu.
Who the fuck is Brian? Delete.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm not
You
making
guys
fun
would
of you,
never
Dave, I
let me
promise.
live that down, and you shouldn't let me live that down.
It was funny.
It was funny.
It's not to make fun of you.
Did you take? Oh no, you should make fun of me. That's totally make fun of me. You
It
should.
was just so great. Who the fuck is that? Delete.
So waiting for Sammy to get back. As you can see, you were at the floor of the tower. Again, most of you came down on stairs that were crumbly and dilapidated. Razul just kind of floated down, flipping you off.
Brazil did the Mary Poppins.
Right. And again, there are two exits from the room. One of them is a door that has been
Jesus Christ.
basically crumbled off of its hinges. And then the other side is caved in with roots and rock. It looks like there used to be a door there, but it's obviously now impassable. So if that went somewhere, you have no idea where. You would have to spend an awful lot of time digging through.
So not even Razul can fit through.
Not even Razul can fit through. Matter of fact, I'm letting you know now that it is so crumbly and so filled with stuff that I didn't even make anything going that way.
Okay.
So
Well, that's the way we're going.
if you dig around and go that way, I'm gonna have to fucking wing it.
So
Okay,
what you're
well.
saying is that's a collapsed tunnel and there's
It's a
I'm
very
hearing a
collapsed.
kobold fight.
I think
So-
I hear something beyond all these roots.
Right.
Everybody,
Well,
help me.
okay, that's part of me telling you not to chase a wild herring kind of thing.
Fair.
I will get better at that, and thank
No,
you for
I-
calling
don't.
me out on it.
We chase enough wild herrings.
Well, and that's partially my fault because I don't give any metagame stuff.
Hey guys,
And
I think
we're
we made like
noobs.
a baby
Some of
in
us
that
are noobs.
split.
So, here you are in the tower. Kieran has the only light source. By the way, Razul, you do know that if Kieran didn't have the light source, you'd pretty much be blind as well after you get out of this room. Because you do need a light source to be able to see anything.
And I
Oh.
light my lantern.
All right, so you light your lantern.
Lanterns. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
this is Jack. I'm going to go dynamic lighting. Jack,
Ozzy
your-
would too.
Right.
Your lantern is going to be 15 feet. Actually, lantern is going to be 20 feet. Sorry. Ozzy is going to
Wow.
do the same.
Woo.
Torches are only 15
Wow.
feet. So there you go.
Does
Now you
anybody else
What's that?
need it? I said, does anybody else need a torch? Is that everybody?
Well, I think you're going to have it
Looking
covered.
at Harvey. Yeah.
Okay.
I
I
mean,
mean,
just the fact
I play
that.
with both hands, so I kind of need my hands free.
You've got a mouth.
Oh
So he's carrying it around like a stick.
Arr, arr.
I can't feel comfortable.
Yeah, you can always
Harvey,
get
what
him.
did
You can
you-
always get him to grab it by chasing him. So Razul starts to walk. The thing goes about 15 feet, and Razul, you see that there is another door, and it's just like this one. It's been pretty much rotted through time and age and collapsed. If there were any traps, they've probably long since gone by wayside with the door.
Boop. Boop.
Alright.
Boop. Ah!
All right, so the room that you come up in here, Razul, I'm waiting for anybody else to come close so that they can
Here, I'll
see.
get out of their way.
Like, oh my god, what the hell happened to my lighting there?
You went on the other side of the wall. You need to move
Oh.
back. There you go.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, you moved into solid ground there for a second,
Oh, yeah,
like Jack
that.
just did.
I just curious
Okay,
what
so
happened.
the room that you're in almost looks like it's a prison, but it's obviously not. I mean, it's got a single bed that's been destroyed with rot and time. It's got there's a pile of bones that's just laying there. There are some cobwebs. No, not giant cobwebs, just regular cobwebs.
Yeah, thank you.
In the other corner, you see a pile of wood. Looks like maybe a desk or a dresser or something. Oh, go ahead.
Can I go dig?
You can go dig if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for stuff.
All right. So as you dig,
Whoop, whoop.
You
I dig.
feel a series of hands grab you.
I'd be all right with that. At least somebody likes touching me.
all right. It's
What
not
is this?
real well hidden. You find a book. It's actually not a book. It's a page from a book. That I didn't have a page symbol.
Oh, that's cool.
Let me find it.
That's because I don't have the AC on. Yeah, but it blows into my
This
mic.
is what the page says.
Yes, it does.
And I wish I would have fixed the spell check before I did this. I'm sorry. Somebody wrote shit down and has spell check on his parchment.
Yeah, what?
Some judgy editor overread this and goes, "That's wrong."
Ooh.
I don't even know why I'm reading this. Oscar Labus
Interesting.
doesn't know.
Interesting. I'm the only one that me, Kieran,
Yeah.
and
You, Kieran, and Bones can read this and say it out loud.
So, are you going to read it out loud?
Yeah, I'll read it out loud.
Go ahead.
I'm not going to actually read it out loud.
Oh, actually read it out loud.
Why?
Here, you want me to read it out
I
loud?
think you have a wonderful voice.
Give me a voice, and I can read it.
She's also got food in her mouth, so
That's
Ascalabus, go ahead and read it out loud, and it'll actually be Kieran reading it out loud.
Sure. Castrol suggested I write some of this down. We're to be famous, it seems. Personally, I think it's a load of bollocks. Another broken down tower with a promise of treasure far below. Seen this mummery before. Most times it's nothing but dust and old bones. Still, there's something about this place that sets my teeth on edge. Got told by some fucking mage in Balia that there's a princess being held captive somewhere here. Some evil thing was keeping her locked away in what he called a time trap. Now, I don't know anything about that, but anything that can make one of them traps shouldn't be something I'm messing with. Still, Kestrel swears it's safe, and he hadn't been wrong before.
nice.
I'm going to guess he was wrong.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. Is the body in the corner
Right.
Kestrel?
You don't have any way of knowing.
Actually, we do.
We
right,
do.
we're
A lot of points for not a lot of probably effort.
Okay, so
No,
what you gonna do?
I wouldn't even bother.
I'm not bothering. That's a lot of mana to be.
So
Yeah.
you're looking at the bed and you're looking at the bureau and things like that, and you realize that it's probably been hundreds of years that this stuff has been down here rotting. Now, you guys were told that this tower was once a haven for thieves and outlaws, and you've seen absolutely nothing that shows anything living nearby. If this is indeed the right place, which you assume it probably is.
All right. Got another door. Boop, boop, boop.
All right, so you look at that door, and that door actually is a little different than the other two. That door looks like at one time it was supposed to blend in with the wall, like it was some sort of a secret door. But for some reason, it's off of its hinges and crumbled and is no longer an effective secret door. Looking through it, you see a hole going down that disappears into darkness, and there is a ladder that's made of stone that leads down into the darkness.
All right.
Geronimo, bitches.
All right, so in what order are you Geronimoing?
I don't know.
I think I'd turn into a right Santa Claus if he exists in this world.
Ho ho ho, motherfuckers. Who wants to go first? I don't really care. I'll
Harvey with
probably.
climb skill.
So it looks like Harvey's
Oh.
going first. He's grabbing it. So put yourselves in the order that you're going down.
I'll go behind Razul. That's fine.
So it's going to be Harvey, Razul, Jack.
Skeet, motherfucker!
Each goddamn.
Oh my god.
So we're going to do Harvey first.
The Tarrasque licks your feet.
I'm just going to put everybody in here.
Honestly, that better not awaken anything in me.
Oh god.
Did I put,
have a
I put
thing
Razul in there
for
twice,
world-ending
didn't I?
monsters.
Oh no, I can't think of them.
I forgot Jack. You can't see anything?
Nope.
You can on my screen, so hit F5 and refresh. I did move you guys over, didn't I? Yes, okay.
Oh, we're in the very bottom left corner of what is a very big map.
Oh wow.
Nice.
That's good to know.
Alrighty.
So
Metagaming!
There we go. Well, no, I just need to find where we were.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's why I said what I said.
before anybody moves out of the room, this comes down into a rough cut, basically cave, for another way of putting it. It's a very damp cave. There's water rivulets running down the side. It's not really collecting anywhere. The ground is absorbing it about as fast as it can come down. I mean, it's just wet, very damp. The air feels very humid, and there's a mustiness to it that you can't quite put your finger on.
like dead body, kind of musty.
More like basement with water damage that's had the windows and
yeah.
door closed for a really long
Wet
time.
bone.
Smells like home.
Gonna lie, Dave? That's how you paint me a word picture, like one of your French girls.
I try, man. I try. Go ahead. What did you say, Jack?
I don't have my lantern or whatever for my guide now.
Oh, yeah, because it does it. Son of a bitch.
I just checking. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I feel like I got mine, though, which was weird.
Save
Well,
settings.
you don't need a lantern.
Ascalabus did not.
I couldn't tell.
20, save
I can think
settings.
that's fine.
Kieran has 15. Save settings. All right, so you guys are all there. The pathway is stone. It's kind of rocky dirt more than stone, so it's not paved in any way. Which is how the rivulets of water are being able to absorb so easily. And Harvey starts to go exploring.
Oh God, Harvey! Don't be running off without us.
Well, Harvey doesn't have a light source, so he's got to wait for you guys to catch up.
Right. Going up.
So we're gonna go with the standard
Always hang a left.
crawling experience, or are we gonna go anti-standard?
Follow you.
Wait, do you have a standard?
Yeah. Always turn right.
All right,
Hey,
so
guys,
stop.
Y'all might want to wait a minute.
Stop. So Razul turns the corner, and out of the corner of his eye, actually, he needs to make an awareness roll.
Oh, fuck.
No, it's not like it's Kieran making the awareness roll.
All right, so out of the corner of his eye, he sees a little bit of movement coming out of one of the left passages, and there is a creature staring at him. It's got malice in its eyes. Its eyes are glowing just a little bit, and it is pale, like skin that is desiccated.
Ew.
And as he looks at it, it flicks a tongue in the air, and the tongue probably sticks out about 1.5 feet.
Ew.
And it tastes the air and
Ugh.
stares back at Razul.
It's blind, but it's angry.
And
I don't see it.
in that minute, Razul, what are you gonna do besides belching?
Well, instantly I'm gonna tell everyone what I see.
Okay,
Dude,
so
you gotta lower that eroticism by like 20%, dude. You are definitely gonna get kicked off Twitch if this continues.
right, exactly.
And then I will.
So
But yeah,
so
tell me
hold
more
on,
about
don't
this
don't
song.
anybody move, don't anybody move. I just wanted to know that he was gonna say, I see something over there.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what's
He just
what's
asked me
the
what
plan?
I'm gonna do, so.
Right. So, well, no, I was making sure that you said, hey, there's something over there.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
now
yeah.
it is time for initiative. It's going right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Right fucking into it tonight.
Oh god.
Woo!
Here we fucking go. Yep, that's right. Harvey. Now it's not the time for a low roll, my boy.
Oh, look at Jack and Kieran
was.
go.
And then the
Yeah,
rest
it
of
was
us
not
suck.
that.
Okay, so did everybody increment? Check your increments before we continue.
1,
Yes.
2, 3. Yes.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Looks like everybody did. Okay, so Jack, you hear Razul go, there's something over there! And it's your move on a 20. Well done.
I'm gonna move up to see if I can try to see what he's seeing because I can't see it through the edge of the torchlight or the.
Okay, so how far are you going to move?
I think I'll move 2-3 spaces. What is this like? About 2 spaces.
Well, why don't you move one at a time?
Oh, I see it.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
so that was a 5-foot step. You can still act if you want to. That's why I was saying move one at a time. I knew that
Okay.
you'd see it.
Can I use monster lore?
You can use monster lore. Go ahead and roll. These are ghouls.
Ugh.
Ew.
Well, I know they're ghouls at least.
You know that they're ghouls. You automatically get their name.
They're ghouls, all right.
Hey guys, I haven't read that chapter in my book yet.
Unless you want to feel lucky, but I don't know
3
if that's really
times.
worth it.
That's a lot of luckies, dude.
Yeah.
Actually, 4 times.
4 times.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so are you going to... That's an automatic, by the way. You don't have to that's not
Oh, I
an
don't have to
action
use
at all.
action?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Monster lore is just something you look at them, you know it or you don't.
Right. Okay.
Like plant lore.
Yes.
I see what this is.
You go, holy shit, they're ghouls! I don't know what they do, but they're ghoulish.
That sounds bad.
It's kind of like look at one. Like, aren't those the ghoul things you were talking about?
It's too ghoul for school, man.
Can I hold and let everybody else go from here? Because
You wanna
Oh.
like
Defense.
yeah,
Ooh.
they're
what's up?
Defense.
No, what did Sammy say? I'm sorry.
Nothing. Ignore me. I googled ghoul.
Why are
Oh.
you Googling ghoul?
I was curious.
Oh, bad Sammy. Bad Sammy.
You don't use the monsters the same way as D&D.
They're basically Wendigos.
Yeah, I was just trying to see like what it looked like.
Okay.
Oof.
Oh, so you weren't looking up stats and everything like that. You're just looking
No, I was
okay.
just looking at I was looking up a picture
You're
like I did with
what is a
the
ghoul?
Manticore. Yeah,
Gotcha.
because I don't know any of the creatures like from
Oh,
D&D.
okay. I'm sorry. I thought you were like, yeah, but no, that's fine.
Mm-mm.
Ghouls.
That was just a general PSA to everyone. Don't look up the stats for your monsters while you're
Right.
playing.
Right.
Yeah, no. I just
know
want to
how
see
much-
pictures.
I know what HP should have left, given the stats in this book.
Oh, speaking
Yeah.
of which, I'm Eric. What time do you want to get together this week to go over your game stuff and the D&D conversions?
I don't know, sir.
Okay, no problem. I can work with the D&D conversions with WADA,
Sure.
but I'm going to need access to your stuff to be able to put the elementalist spells in.
Fair.
So,
I will also need to know what enemies I'm even doing yet before I even do the conversion. So that's
Right.
more of the thing.
okay, so Jack, you're going to hold action a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
When you're holding action, you do one of two things. You hold action until a specific trigger goes, or you just don't go until your next thing, which would be on a 10. Which do you want to do?
Hang on, sorry. Stacking. I'm gonna basically hold until they advance on us or we initiate, combat with them.
Awesome.
Remember who's going next.
I know.
Right.
Okay, so trying to take my pill and I just dropped it.
Not supposed to be popping pills on Twitch stream.
It's vitamin D supplements.
I was going to say, that tickled me a lot harder than it should have, Dave.
What, did taking my pills?
Yeah, I dropped my pills.
No, it's
old man.
Vitamin D supplement because I'm vitamin D deficient. Because I spend all my time in the basement and I don't see the sun. All right, so on a
So you're saying that
16.
you are a vitamin D deficient.
Get it. So Kieran, on a 16, what do you plan on doing?
Well, can I squeeze past our friend here to go
Yeah.
here?
Oh yeah, quite easily.
Okay.
I'm small.
I'm just. Why can I not turn? Really? Oh my god, that's so annoying.
Oh, because it's stuck in the one symbol. You trying to turn this way?
I was trying to turn. Yeah. Oh, no, I can't see it.
No.
I can see like a tiny portion of it.
Yeah, you took the 5-foot step and now it's not in your line of sight anymore.
Well, okay, I guess I'm just gonna guard.
So you guard. All right. On the exact same time that you do that, this guy comes in, and let me look at something real quick. Control L. All right, so you see
He's in my
this.
sight.
You see this guy step out here, and he actually comes up one more step. He's going to attack Jack, but before that happens, you're going to shoot him with an arrow.
That's not my best.
That is not your best. Okay, now before I completely resolve this, he's actually just going to take it. So he's going to take 5, not 5, but he's going to take. All right, so Jack, you were waiting until this came in.
Mm-hmm.
So did you want to do something now? It's still going to be considered a 16, and you would move your turn order to be the 16, just like Kieran.
Can I whack him?
You can certainly whack him, but let me move you to a 16.
Okay.
Which would also turn you to a 6.
Okay.
And also turn you to a -4. And I believe that was your last one, Jack Renard. Okay, so now how do I order these again? Numerically descending. Okay, there we go. So now we're back. So you go ahead and you whack at the guy. He is going to defend against you.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Probably not real well, but he's going to defend against you. Oh, god damn!
He
Yeah.
leans into the hammer.
So you're using a hammer, right?
Mason.
No, I've got a morning star.
You got a morning
mace.
star. Okay, so the light catches off the side of the morning star and glints. And he looks at the glint and is very interested in it, so he tries to take a closer look. Not the best idea he's ever had in the world. And you whack him really, really hard with your mace, with your morning star,
Right.
for another 20 points of damage, and he growls, hiss. So I got to get rid of you 3.
No, that last Jack was his next movement, wasn't it?
No, he changed to a 16.
Okay.
He doesn't go again until a 6. 6 is going to be a very busy time.
Right. Oh fuck! I'm basically the path of Themyscira over here, man. Or Thermopylae. I'm sorry.
So he can't do anything. So one comes out of the shadows and sits behind Ghoul 7 and snarls.
Like none shall pass.
On a 9, we've got Razul and Ascalabus at the same time.
Right, what's happening up there? I can't
Monsters!
see
Lots
shit.
of monsters!
Oh, right. Okay, fine.
So Ascalabus, you can push through. You can push through friendly people and go pretty much wherever you want to go.
Okay. So 1, 2. I mean, this is a movement. 3, 4. Oh, hello, boys. I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. You realize, had you taken another step, you totally would have blocked Harvey from being able to get up there.
Which we don't.
To take another, if I would have taken one?
If you'd have gone here, you'd have blocked Harvey.
Oh, yeah, no, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
I also would like to have a body in between me and the ghouls if I don't have to attack.
All right, so that was yours. Razul, what are you doing?
Well, Bus, are you guarding?
Hmm?
Are you guarding?
He can't because he's already done his
I
movement.
can't because I'm moved.
Oh,
Just look back
okay.
at Result. Result, whatever you do, just don't hurt me too bad.
That was a good thought, though.
I'm not gonna hurt anyone.
Okay.
I really don't have anything I can do easily. Thinking, Dave. Sorry.
It's okay.
Actually, I'm just going to. Wait a minute. Look around real quick. Okay, Hardy's down there. Good. Gonna step back and just end my turn.
Okay. So on a 6, remember I said 6 is going to be very busy?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I need to change something real quick here. Oh, God, did that redo everybody?
It redid everybody.
Motherfucker! God! Son of a...
That's all right. You can just forward us up to the 6.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was going to do that.
Yeah, you can just take turns down to the 6.
Hey, Dave. Do you know what's
Oh, I
fucked
see
here?
what's happening. I see what's happening. Okay, so...
She was just scratching the.
Nothing is fucked here, Dave.
Okay,
There
so
you
what
go.
happened was it... All right, so I need to do 6. Minus 4. And then do descending. So that's why that did that. Okay, so I see what happened. It just renumbered everything. Okay, so on a 6, we have Jack, Harvey, and Kieran going, as well as a couple of the dead guys. Harvey, make an awareness roll.
All right.
Okay, so Harvey turns to get into the fray, but as he does so, he realizes that something down here comes into the light. I don't know if you can see that. You can. Good.
I can. Right there.
Okay, just making sure. So he actually runs up. He cannot attack. However, you have not moved appreciably, so if you wanted to attack him, you could.
Get him.
Hey. Hello, troglodytes! I am Harvey Goodinson.
What?
I will slay you, not because I find your way of life creepy and weird, but because you are a threat to me and mine.
And then he rolls an 88. So this guy goes, okay, so that's going to hurt. 26 hit points, so that's going to be this dude here.
God, you're a beast, man. Okay.
He is
This is
indeed
his
a
specialty.
beast. All right, so then Jack, what are you doing?
I can't take any actions, can I? Because I've already made an attack.
How many attack actions do you have?
1.
Okay. Well, then you can defend because you're going simultaneously as Ghoul 7.
Right. Because I can't use any magic or anything until the next complete round.
Okay,
Right?
so he's going to
Point
go
of
ahead.
order.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, point of order. Ghoul 7. You said.
Yes.
Yeah. We
Good
also can't
Lord.
see their numbers or anything.
You also have to realize that there are other creatures on the map in other areas,
Yeah, it is a giant map.
and it automatically numbers them as I
Yeah,
add
no.
them in.
Ooh.
So
It's a quirk Eric's finding hilarious.
yeah, so I mean, you guys can't see their numbers,
No.
No,
but I can.
Sure.
which is hard when I'm taking notes.
So this guy here is attacking Jack, and Jack, you can defend this.
I think that's about all I can do right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Defend,
Well-
Jack, defend.
Oh, sorry. Hang on.
Defend against the creepy troglodytes.
Oh, boy.
God! So he is going to hit you,
Oh
Yeah.
no!
and he is going to do... Holy shit.
Oh,
6 points of damage. Now, I don't know how much you have ABS.
hang on. Let me look. Sorry. He does literally no damage to me.
Okay, so you have -7 ABS.
I have -7 ABS.
Okay, so let's go ahead and write down -7 in there so that I can see it. -3. Cool. So as his claws scrape off of your armor, you realize that's the only thing that kept it from hitting you.
Right.
And you see that its claws are they're like
Encrusted with filth. Encrusted with filth.
encrusted with filth is a good way of putting it,
Yes!
but it's a
Dirty.
damp filth.
Ew.
Shit.
Although I
It's
will have
shit.
to remind you, Dave, you need to tone down this eroticism.
Okay,
Oh,
I
God.
certainly will. And then
You're
it
not,
reaches out with you and it undoes your armor with its claw.
Stop.
Sexy.
Oh
Stop,
yeah.
stop, I don't
Bow
get so
chicka
red.
bow wow. Alright, so that was Jack. Harvey already did his. Kieran on a 6.
Okay, ghoul number 7. Let's see how this goes, shall we?
Get it, girl!
Well, it
Do
can't
it,
defend
do it.
against you.
To the face.
Oh.
So it is going to take piercing damage. So it hisses in pain. And finally, on a 5, this Yutz here moves
shit.
up. And it is also going to attack Jack. Because he's
Which
right
ghoul
there.
is this?
5.
Loser ghoul.
And this is a better hit, but
Probably screwed, but here goes nothing.
not good enough.
Oh.
So it is going to hit you. This time it does 13 damage, of which you are going to take 6.
Okay.
And you get a save versus magic.
Oh no.
Oh.
This is not going to end well for Ozzy.
You got this, Azzy.
Well, it's not Ozzy, it's Jack.
No, eventually.
Oh,
Jack.
Oh.
So
no.
Jack, you feel the scrape of claw going down your arm. It catches in the part in between your armor pieces, and you
Right.
feel a
Right in the
claw.
nape of your back.
Right, you feel a claw going into your arm, and you feel your muscles just contract very suddenly as you fall to the ground, paralyzed.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Fuck.
This guy hisses, but he really has nowhere to go. Razul on a -1 and Ascalabus on a -1. So we're going to do Razul first.
Hang on. Gotta look at something real quick.
You do that.
It's just I'm trying to find out what spells I have.
Just so you know, based on the level of these creatures, you know that they're going to be type 1.
Okay, that's fine. I am going to actually, so... Fuck. I'm gonna step up where I can see if it'll let me do my little dude. Nope.
You should be able to see. Can you not?
Hang on. No, I can't. Hang on.
Okay, you can. I love that Control L. Eric, learn Control L.
Sure.
You click on a character, you hit Control L, you see what they see.
Ooh.
Or I just say poo and hate dynamic lighting forever.
No,
Because of my
own
shite
heart.
computer processing power.
You gotta admit, it is easy. He doesn't have to get a new computer to hate it forever.
Okay, I'm just gonna fucking do it. Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it.
You can call me Fart Stain now.
Alright.
Yeah.
Ho! Ho!
Oh my
Oh!
god.
Jesus
Oh!
God Almighty!
Fuck your encounters, mate.
Yeah, they're
And
done.
I'm casting it right here, Dave. 'Cause that'll keep my allies
All right, so
out of
20-foot radius.
Yeah, to keep my allies if I cast right here, wouldn't it? So, or
Well,
I need to go further.
You need to go further up. So let's see what you can see here.
I can go all the way up to here.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. If you were to put it here,
It would get them 3.
then it would get these 3 and anything lurking around the corner up here that you don't see.
Okay, cool. Yep, do it.
Okay, so God, I wish there was a way to make a cloud effect.
You can add a will-o'-the-wisp if you have that, and just add a radius to it.
A will-o'-wisp? Let me see.
That is
Or
a
just
Pokemon move that
any
automatically
token.
catches Pokemon on fire, and it burns them.
The wisp?
Yeah, it's will-o'-wisp.
I always like it better when it lures people in the
So that's
swamp to their doom.
1, 2, 3, 4. That actually works perfectly right there. So 15, 20.
Nobody step that way.
I don't think I'm going anywhere for a while.
So all
I guess I dealt it.
So let me check. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 20-foot radius.
I want to cast it where he hits.
Oh,
all
that's
3, you know this.
radius. I've got the. Okay, so I got to make this fucking thing bigger. All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I need 5 more feet.
Yeah.
That was a good idea.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Death Cloud.
God
Get it.
damn it.
You should have had it.
Okay, so Will-O-Wisp was a good idea. I want to go 5 more feet up this way so that it doesn't get... Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20. Actually, let me do this. Alt. That's where it is, right there. God damn, son! Jeez, Pete's. So you're doing
14 damage a round for 4 rounds.
Actually, more than that.
Oh yeah.
Max
wow.
Max damage, so it's 20. But what I need to do is I need to pull up the crit.
Figure out how that crit resolves.
Oh no, not this again.
Yep.
All right, so go ahead and roll a percentile.
D100.
Come on.
Oh no! It's a major effect. A major effect.
Fucking God.
What was it?
It's a major
Okay,
encounter,
so roll again.
Fuck your encounter.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
This is my goddamn adventure.
You just
Holy
see me go down. You're like,
shit.
fuck this shit. God
God
like,
almighty.
oh
And you
my
can't
God.
say he's cheating because it's roll 20.
No, just
Good God.
I mean, you still can.
What is my very best
I thought
friend?
this was
I
merit.
thought my best friend hit the ground, and I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck your faces.
Exactly.
Holy shit.
This is payback for me fucking macing that assassin when he was choking him out.
Okay, so
man.
goodness gracious.
What's up, man? I'm sorry.
Okay, so for the rest of the combat, you are going to get an additional combat action.
Oh,
Nice.
fuck.
Oh my God.
Now, if only he had the magic points to pull that off.
Oh, I can.
Well, that's magical or physical.
What am I gonna do? Punch him like a flea?
I'm just
Yeah.
saying.
Man.
I'm just fucking saying. Now, I've got to do damage to these yutzes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So let me do...
Really hoping for the hey, the spell goes off without any cost.
Yeah.
So
that'd
I
be
got to
nice.
move this way. So I need
That's
to do...
fine. They know not to go that way. We know where it's at.
Right. I'm actually going to move him out of the way a little bit more so that I can hit them. Actually, you know what I need to do? Let me put this... let me change...
You get a cloud. You get a cloud. You get a cloud.
And you get a cloud.
Fuck your
Exactly.
faces.
So let's do that.
God damn.
That's what happens when Jack falls down on the ground, just like.
Yeah. The lizard had an idea, and then Death
Here.
Cloud occurred.
And I'm going to move it to the map
I'm
layer.
sorry. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. I think you're going to be more effective with your job than mine.
Okay, so minus 20 because there's no...
No,
Well,
sir.
actually,
they'd have to crit their save.
they would have to crit their save. So I'm going to do 3d100. If none of them are 100, then... All right, so none of them saved.
One got close.
But not quite.
Oops. Minus...
What if they'd have fumbled their saves?
Mhm.
Was that a whole nother story we'd have to do?
A fumble of a save, they would have taken max damage anyway. So
Okay,
so this one here
Mm-hmm.
screams and writhes in the cloud, and you can see it clawing at its face with its own claws, and it falls to the ground. Unhappy with life.
Yeah. Razul.
So that is
God
7.
damn.
Ended last game with a crit. Started this game with a crit. Won't have a good roll the rest of the night.
Yeah.
All right, so that was Razul. Ascalamus, you have not
damn.
done anything yet. What are you going to do? You see this cloud.
Well, he was getting ready to, get up and swing, and then a cloud occurred.
You can still swing without entering
I'm-
the cloud.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm probably going to swing at him
All right.
if I can here.
Sure.
So that would be an attack with Simi.
God damn you guys.
Better than I expected it.
Damn.
All right, so you're going to do 20 points of
damage.
damage, which is going to be 18. And you see that he's got body parts falling off of him, but he's not quite dead yet. He's like hopping on one leg, getting ready to claw you.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Go down, you asshole.
All right, so on a -4, Harvey, you and this guy here are moving simultaneously. You have one or two things you can do. You can either hold action for one action and go on a -3 so you could defend, or you can do a simultaneous hit. Neither you'll be able to defend the hits.
I'll wait. I'll go down one.
You'll go down one. So Harvey is changing to a -3 or -5. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Which is going to change this to a -15, -25, and then back up here at a 5. Okay. So then number 8, this guy right here is going to attempt to claw at Harvey.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Nope.
Fuck your house!
So this is his fumble, so it is a minor effect. So I just got to take the first one. 16. So it slips on the slick rock, and it falls to one knee.
Oh, it's prone.
And it's not prone, but it is, for one action, it is defense only. So its next action, it's defense only. Also on a -4, Jack, you get to roll another save versus magic.
Okay. God, please let this be better. Yeah, that was better.
All right, so
Cool.
you fight off the paralysis.
I'm like, please, Naru, save me!
Yeah.
But you are still prone on the ground.
Right.
Your next action, you will be able to get up.
Okay.
Kieran, also on a -4. Shooting at this guy? All right, so it is going to take it. It doesn't have any actions to defend with. Well, it does, but it's not going to lose its attack. So it gets hit for 9 points. And the arrow hits it right in the tongue.
Ooh.
It goes out through the back of its spine.
Whew.
And it falls to the ground writhing, not to get up.
Okay.
On a -5, Harvey.
Considering the fact that my attacks have not been all that great this time, I'm okay with what happened.
I attacked the guy kneeling in front of me.
Oof.
Ooh.
Ooh, Harvey.
That is a fumble, sir.
No.
So,
They fumbled.
roll a percentile.
All right.
So, you step on the exact same rock as the other guy. Make an agility
God.
roll.
All right. I think that's good.
55 is indeed good. So, you slip. However, you do not fall.
Mm-hmm.
You are perfectly fine. You just lose this action.
All right.
Could have been worse.
Hey, could have been problems.
Majorly.
Had you not made your agility roll, you'd have been down on one knee just like him. Exact same fumble. On a -11, we've got Razul and Ascalabus.
Alci's not going in the cloud,
No, I would think not.
so he's just going to wind up in guard.
Okay. Razul, what you doing? By the way, this guy right here is very, very hard to see.
Hey,
Right.
Dave.
Yes, Wada.
Okay. if Jack has to stand on his next turn, can he still attack if he has to?
No.
Can I assist Jack getting up on my turn?
So you want to pick him up.
Oh, I
Oh my
can't pick
God.
him up.
Okay, I am going to say something, and I know exactly what you're going to say.
I'm listening.
I need you to make a strength check.
Yes!
Oh my god.
I can't.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What?
So you reach over to pick him up, and you go, eh! Get up!
I tried.
Now, Ascalabus, you can do this.
If I know he can wake up, I will help him get up.
He's
Yes,
already
I
up.
will understand that'll sacrifice the guard.
Oh god, that wasn't good.
Right, so he verbalizes, and you know that he's not paralyzed.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try.
Okay, make a strength check. Yours should be a little bit easier.
You think that? Yep, no, I got it.
All right, so Jack, you are up.
Yay! I'm gonna whoop somebody's ass.
Harvey on a minus. Oh no, Kieran on a minus 14.
Ozzy
I've
looks at
done
you and
2
says,
bow
"Don't go to the
attacks,
cloud."
haven't I?
Holy shit! I can move these guys. I didn't realize you could do that. Madness.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kieran, how many attacks do you have?
3.
You have taken
I
2.
thought I did
You went on a
2.
16 and a 6. You did not go on a minus 4.
Hmm.
There was one time you didn't go, apparently.
Huh.
I hope I didn't skip you. But if we did,
No.
this guy right here is very hard to see. So you would get a minus attacking him.
How much?
This guy is on a knee, and you would be able to shoot at him.
Yeah, you know what, Harvey, I'll help you out. How about that?
So you know Harvey is fighting somebody, so you shoot at the guy.
And
and it hits him because he's not going to defend.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a missile weapon and he can't do that. He also, you see the arrow enter the side of his face. He snaps at it with his teeth and claws at it with his claws and stares hatred at the party. Harvey on a minus 15.
Did my slip and fall count as an attack, or?
No, you're still good.
All right, cool.
Jesus Christ, I am rolling like trash. So 24. All right, so this thing starts snapping at this
So
arrow.
As I'm swinging this axe, I'm saying, you have been tried, you have been measured, you have been weighed, and you have been found vitamin deficient.
And it dies both of your axe hitting him and of embarrassment from that terrible pun. So that is 8. Bye-bye 8. On a negative 21, Rizul.
I'm just gonna stand. There's no reason for me to do anything.
Okay. Harvey on a minus 25.
All right. I'm just going to go right there.
All right. So you could try and push through them, but if you did, you would enter the cloud.
Yep.
That would not be smart.
The very dangerous cloud. All right. So
I'm gonna say like, hey, or Jack's down, right?
No,
No,
we
I'm
picked him
up. Got me up.
Okay.
I'm like,
Cool.
that
No,
won't happen
I
again.
went like this and like tried to push, and Bus just
Yeah.
leans down and
Drags me up like,
right.
let's go. I'm like, thank you.
So at the start of the new round, this guy here starts to breathe in and clutches at his throat and claws at his face with his claws, and he too falls to the ground.
Ah!
Which one was that?
That one was number 6.
Can my poop cloud
Oh.
go away?
Your poop cloud. Let me go to map and background. Poop cloud.
Yeah.
That was a
Poop
very good idea, Eric. Thank you for that.
You're welcome, sir.
Right.
What I should do is I should make it that big and just call it. I should have
Poop cloud?
saved that.
Save that token as
Oh,
poop cloud.
Yeah. So I wonder if I can Control Z.
so Jack's the only one who's taken a hit, isn't he?
Yep.
For actual damage?
So-
Uh-oh.
Yeah, no, because Harvey was just fumbling. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right.
So let's do.
Uh-oh.
Still, I
Yeah,
would
go
like
ahead.
someone else. If we had to pick one person to take damage, I would like it to not be Jack.
Yeah, that's preferably not the one to take damage. I could take damage. You can take
Death
damage.
Cloud.
Preferably not Jack or
Not
Razul.
me.
Well, I wasn't expecting to get gangbanged by a bunch of ghouls. I was like,
I have your
Oh, you
back,
never
Jack.
expect the gangbang.
All right, so I'm going to try something real interesting. I am going to see if I can
What
put
the fuck, Eric?
the Death Cloud.
That's gonna be on. That's my epitaph on my headstone.
All right, so I now have Death Cloud saved as a character.
nice.
So I'm going to move him under lighting.
Woo! Woo!
And now, whenever he casts Death Cloud, I can just pull that out. Eric, what a great idea, dude.
Yay!
Right.
I stole it from someone else. So
My enemies just deleted into the floor.
They did. They
Melted
actually
away
the
like
bodies are still there because these are wild undead. These are not
Right.
summoned or made undead.
And
Oh,
I'm
we're
going
gonna
to
have to
tap Jack
step
on
over
the
them.
butt because I can't tap him on the
On the
shoulder.
shoulder.
I'm gonna be like, "You all right, buddy?"
That was unexpected. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
my arm still hurts.
Are you
Right.
going
So,
to-
are you going to first aid your arm?
Not quite yet.
Okay.
He didn't
I'm
roll
going
for a
to
poison
cast-
save, so.
Yeah, it's not poison. It just hurt. Stuck its claw in my arm. I'm like, yeah.
What would
I'm going to have you make a first aid roll anyway, just for something,
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
just for knowledge.
Ooh.
All right, hang on. Abilities.
Matter of fact,
First aid.
anybody with first aid can.
Hey!
Okay. So,
I would take that, by the way.
that's
Well,
a good heal.
Yeah, oh,
well, unfortunately, he wasn't healing himself. This was just for knowledge.
Oh,
I even said that beforehand. I'm so sorry.
you did.
You're good.
So you realize with the crap that they had on their fingers and on their claws, it might be a good idea to try and take care of this because it might get infected.
Hmm.
So magical healing doesn't do anything to that.
You would have to, yes, but you'd have to use magical healing.
No, I'm asking a question. Like, does
Yeah.
magical healing take care of infections, or is it just like healing cuts? and stuff? Like, I
By
don't
then it might be
totally
into the
understand
realm.
how it can-
By then it might be under the realm of disease.
But if I heal it now, I head that off.
If you first aid it now, then yes. And first aid, I mean, if you get hurt later, you can still first aid again.
Right. Well, I'm just trying to understand the mechanism, like outside the character. Like,
Okay, so you can always first aid a character.
no, I understand that.
Okay.
What I'm saying is like, it might cause a disease, but if I heal it now, I'm not leaving the disease inside because I healed the skin, kind of thing.
Correct. What you're doing is you're using first aid to bleed it a little bit, try and get some of that out.
Right. So the use of any type of healing basically negates the chance of disease starting later.
Until such time as you have to make a roll, yes.
So you might still get sick.
Well, I'm saying that had you let it wait, a couple hours later I might have said, hey, you need to make a con roll.
Right. So if you heal, then it's not like going to randomly pop up later like, oh, you didn't heal it well enough, you've got the clamp.
Unless you fail your first aid, no.
Right, so I'm saying, like, successful healing takes care of the possibility of disease.
Correctamundo.
Okay, now I understand.
Unless you fuck it up.
Wait, unless you fuck it up, like for
Oh no, it says old roll. I was going to say which you did not.
But I didn't fuck it up apparently. So
well, no, you have to roll again. That was for knowledge.
You have to roll again.
Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry, man.
Oh, I'm fine.
That's even better.
It's exactly the same. So you.
I'm like, huh? That looks bad. Slap. Hey, I healed it.
So you take some herbs from your pouch and you spit on it and grind it up in your hands, and you put that paste over your arm and you wrap it up, and it miraculously feels better. And within the next, basically, you're healed.
Right.
But you've got a bandage on your arm right now, though.
Right. Which is fine. I mean, better than being diseased.
Right.
I'm just so very glad that I spent the time talking to Kyrian and Harvey about plants.
Right, so Razul is walking down the hallway.
Bro, what are you doing?
All right.
I'm just talking.
Okay. Who we talk to? What are we doing? What's going on? Oh, he's down there. Jesus.
Yeah.
Wait for me, man.
He's already down
Whoa,
here.
hey there. Hey there, oh there.
Oh my god, there's still so much map to go.
Excuse
What are we doing, Grabowski?
Go ahead, Harvey. I keep hearing you. I just kept walking.
Excuse
Oh god.
Hello?
Okay, Harvey, stop.
Yep.
Let's move you guys back one. Stop.
Oh. Okay, sorry.
I'll tell you something about me. I was like, I'm just spinning my dude.
Okay, so Harvey, you get right there. And one of the things that you see down this hallway right here, you see that it's extraordinarily dry.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot drier than what you expect it to be, considering every place around here that you've seen is damp. And roll an awareness. Okay, so the scent coming from here is very, very sweet.
Ooh. Well, you got to maintain the standards, so continue straight on. Everybody, we're entering a nice dry hole here.
Okay, so you're going down the one that's still damp.
Yep.
Gotcha. No problem.
But it's sweet smelling and
Harvey,
dry.
wait,
Why are we going?
Go ahead. Go.
We wanted to do the standard dungeon crawl. Standard dungeon crawl, always take the right fork.
Okay.
What if there's something important on that other one?
Then taking a right will always bring us back to that.
It's actually it's a left, Harvey, if it's a maze.
So if we're coming back the other way, then we're at the fork. We take the right-hand path, which is that one.
All right, you guys discuss. Stop where you're at. You guys discuss. I'm going to go to the restroom. Be right back.
Are you mapping this as we go, or are you just drawing a line?
What you doing, Bus?
Huh?
He's behind me. Hey, Jack.
Said, what you doing, Bus?
Nothing. Don't mind me.
Are you
For
trying
some
to
reason,
go
he's
off
not
on your
following the
own?
procedures.
I don't know what you're talking. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, probably not best to split the party when there's ghouls around and other creatures.
Fair.
Thanks.
I mean, we might end up.
He just stands in the entryway. Fair.
I have a really interesting, technical question for Dave when he comes back for priest spells.
What?
Heavenly Shield glows a 5-foot light in all directions, all forms of darkness, magic, or otherwise, but Heavenly Light does not. I'm not arguing the system, I'm just curious.
I mean, you talk to him, he'll tell you.
Yeah.
Are we having trouble with the system?
No.
One of my spells that creates light as a byproduct will create light no matter what type of darkness is around me. But the one that creates light on purpose only does it in normal darkness.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can you say hi? Nani, can you speak?
However, the holy
Speak.
light damages creatures that are sensitive to sunlight. So that's its trade-off. I can't make holy light in magical darkness like Uzul can do his darkness. But anything that is, can be hurt by sunlight is just like, oh shit!
Come here. Oh, hi.
If that one hadn't died, I was either going to use divine striking or holy light on it.
Ascalabus, are you going down the other pathway?
God, no.
Okay.
I was joking.
Okay. All right.
I was told not to split the party, and they have a point.
It's probably not the best idea in the world.
Not down here.
But we do thrive on bad ideas. So
Truth, actually.
Let's not bring up
he was the one
Wendy's
who split the
campaign.
party last time.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, I'm up for the sweet-smelling dry direction if somebody else wants to go that way.
Let's not say we did.
If it's really important, he has a point. We'll end up back there. Probably. Maybe. Hopefully.
all right, hold on one second.
To the darkness.
Harvey, wait.
Don't go yet.
Oh, okay.
There's still something you're running into, Harvey. You just...
Probably. Maybe.
I'm coming to the end of the light.
Yeah, neither of these paths are all, comforting, but...
Right.
Well, they're not going to be cushy just because one's drier and smells better than the other doesn't mean anything. Could just be full of more corpses,
Right.
Like a humidor?
Right,
So
exactly.
Or
Okay, so go ahead and keep moving the way you want.
can I get some light up here?
Oh, sorry. Hang on.
Aziz!
Can I get some
Don't
light up
outrun
here?
us.
Aziz, the light, Aziz.
Stop running faster than your torch bearers, Dogman.
Harvey.
What?
Take a fucking break, my dude. God, calm down for a minute.
Never.
I like
Hang on.
grunts
No,
at
get your
convenience
ass
stores,
back
Zool.
here, dog.
Wait, hang on.
Still in here.
Make.
Oh, no.
Oh, good job. That's a good idea.
Ah, there we go.
Great, now he's
Yes,
got
I-
no excuse but to run.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
Rizzo, you
no.
just let me go in front of you with the goddamn torch.
Nope.
No.
No, to be fair, Jack, I would like you not to be second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
you
What's the
should
worst that
be.
could happen? I mean, come on. I only
I
took
don't know.
a little scratch, and I healed it too without magic even.
All right,
True,
so for the
you
next
know it.
5 minutes,
Only 5 minutes.
Well,
That's
guess
the
we better move
duration.
fast.
Yep.
Anybody have any good cave exploring songs?
I
Oh, no.
can we
Actually,
go?
the artist back there should.
I do. I just don't want to entertain while this is happening.
We need to
But you
keep an
might-
ear out.
But you might be able to make money.
Into the
Oh,
Down
I'm sure the
here?
ghouls have lots of coin.
With no fear, into the darkness we go.
I mean, we can do
Guys,
diggy diggy hole, but I feel like that's weird.
Fork. Which way are we going?
Hey,
I guess we're going that
well,
way.
they went
Always
that way.
take the
So
right.
Wait a minute. Ah,
Ask
Okay,
aloud.
yeah.
This
Stop.
way.
What bus?
Where'd Dogman go?
hey,
I'm
he's
coming.
underneath of you. There he is.
Okay.
We're going forward.
Okay, everybody stop.
All right.
All right. Ascalabus, you need to make an awareness roll.
I fucking saw that coming. God damn it. Son of a bitch.
hey,
All right.
Whatever it is, he sees it.
All right, so directly in front of you, like right in through here, you
That's-
see that. What's that?
That's Harvey.
What did I say?
Ascalabus.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I meant Harvey. I'm sorry.
I thought it was something coming from over
Something
here.
was sneaking up on us.
No, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Pew, 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 pew.
You still
Hey,
made
did you make me ace an awareness roll for nothing?
You'll make your next awareness roll automatically. Remind me of that.
No worries. I'm
Okay.
not that upset about it.
So right here, in these two squares right here, you see that there is more moisture than what you've seen everywhere else. And coating the walls and the floor are a strange furry substance.
Ew.
Furry substance.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if they're plants or whatnot.
Still lick
I'm
one of
not
them.
up there to look.
All right. Well, the only way out is through. I enter
Stop.
the
Okay.
hairy wet hole.
All right. So Harvey takes a step onto this stuff, and it explodes.
Oh god.
Oh
God.
no.
So everybody where you're at. So we're gonna do. So both Razul and Harvey need to make a save versus poison.
Oh
Technically,
no.
here, probably.
No shit.
Oh,
And they
that's how that
both
works.
fail miserably.
I don't.
Did you try to defend?
No, it does.
Oh, poison save. I'm sorry. It says defend on that.
Not a worry. I was like, did I do it wrong?
No.
All right.
Yep.
So you each are going to take 11 damage
Ooh.
as you are coughing and hacking. And what are you going to do? Harvey, what are you doing?
Harvey, get away from there.
I am
Preferably.
going to turn around,
Okay.
scoop up Razul.
And run the opposite way. No, run
Come
the
on,
way
move it.
straight through it. No, straight through it.
What do you?
Apparently, I hurl him through the cloud.
Thank
Oh
you.
god.
So how much do you weigh, Razul?
30 or 65 pounds.
Up for little gnome tossing.
Get clear, little man!
I
Let's
could probably
see.
scoop
And
up
your strength, Harvey,
Mm-hmm.
is a 70. Let's see. All right, so a shot put weighs 18 pounds,
Oh god.
and the world record is 75 feet.
Oh god.
So picking up a 65 pounder, let's extrapolate and say, yeah, if you want to toss him, you'll throw him to about right here.
To be fair, this would be the proper combination to pull this off.
It is.
It really would be.
It's the fastball special from fucking X-Men.
All right, so
Yeah.
you're
So
over
I
here.
I say, keep breathing out, Razul!
You guys are both still in the effect because it's a 10-foot radius from here.
Right.
So Razul is going to have to step out, and Harvey is going to have to step out of it, unless you want to stay in it. All right, so you are both still hacking and coughing. It's like this has gotten into your lungs.
Fuck.
Let's see.
What is it?
Karen, you've only heard about this. It's sort of a plant, not really a plant, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. This is called yellow mold.
It's a fungus.
It's a poisonous fungus that explodes in spores in a 10-foot radius when agitated.
So you're saying it's the cool guy?
Yeah. Unfortunately, Razul and Harvey each get to make another saving throw versus poison.
Oh fuck.
Still makes it. Harvey doesn't. Oh shit.
Razul coughs and throws up onto the floor. He's on his hands and knees, puking. Harvey, on the other hand, is like a smoker.
Oh shit.
Basically, you're Constantine. So what you're doing is you're hacking and coughing, and you are going to take another 10
I
hit
wrote
points of
coughing
damage.
as coffin, so you know.
And you still are having a very hard time catching your breath.
We should probably do something about that.
So what is everybody doing? Razul, you are going to be incapacitated just for a little bit. I mean, if something happens, you can act, but you still kind of a little incapacitated. What are the rest of you doing?
I do. I'm basically going through my spell book like, do I know any? Is there anything I've got in my repertoire for this? I don't think I do. Shit.
What?
Harvey,
probably
I'm
doesn't
sorry,
have-
but I haven't gotten to figuring out poison yet.
Wait. Can I just, if we stay clear of it, can I shoot it and get rid of it?
That's not the problem. It's in his lungs, champ.
The spores.
Not Harvey. I'm talking about if we all back up, can I shoot the yellow mold and get it out of our way?
Well, considering the yellow mold is like, it would be like exploding a dandelion fluff
It's everywhere.
that you want to be.
I mean, we're proper fucked.
What exactly are we supposed to do here?
Go the other way.
Quick question, Dave.
Yes, sir.
Can I set the mold on fire?
You can certainly try. Not going to help Harvey.
No.
It's not going to help Harvey. I got nothing for Harvey.
Harvey,
Harvey's screwed.
you get to make another saving throw versus poison.
He needs a purge poison spell. Is what he needs, but we don't have it.
So Harvey falls to the ground and starts to cough and vomit, and
Oh god.
it's awful. But like he coughs up this
Right.
yellowish goo,
Yeah.
and it's bloody and goo,
Right.
and he's able to breathe again.
All right.
So he takes deep breaths. So how are you going to do this there, Mr. Ascalabus?
I'm debating, because I don't have visual, so I don't think I could.
You might want to give us a minute to get him all sorted out, then you can take a look down the pathway.
I have a torch.
I mean, that was my thought, a flaming arrow, but I also don't want to set the thing ablaze if Razul's still sitting in the middle of it.
Nah, he's clear.
It's starting. The stuff is starting to settle a little bit, and you can see Razul on the other side, hacking and coughing, just like Harvey is.
Sure, okay, I'll trust you.
So, Kieran, you're going to throw that torch in?
All right. How do we feel about jumping through this?
Harvey,
No.
why don't you?
How do we feel
Harvey,
about jumping through this?
we're gonna switch. Cool.
Yeah, move him over. I drag him over to me. I'm like, we're gonna get you healed up here. Now that you got it out of your system.
All right. Should I do flaming arrow, or should I just do the torch? Because I'm guessing that'll have a better chance of igniting than a single arrow.
Whatever
Sure.
you want.
I would like to back 10 feet away from you when you do so.
Let's
Well-
you behind me? Okay.
Because this area
Back up a little bit.
is what was affected before, right? Oh,
This
shit.
one, this one, and this one. These 3 squares right here. Actually,
Again, I have yet to actually have a visual on the tunnel, to be fair. So,
these 5 squares.
if there's specific things, I can't see them.
So, Kieran, are you going to toss in the torch?
It shouldn't spore up.
Shouldn't.
Okay, how would I do that?
Where are you
Hopefully
tossing it?
Oh, he's over there.
But then the spores are going to be on fire.
I just
Where-
want to,
Right. We're gonna back up and let
So you're
her.
gonna toss it right here?
if I can.
All right.
Should-
So you take your torch and you toss it about 10 feet away from you, and the room fucking or the corridor
Yeah.
fucking explodes, and
Yeah.
heat washes back towards you and towards Razul. Doesn't do any damage to you,
Very hot.
but the yellow mold just. It would be like that dandelion fluff. If you lit that
Yeah.
on fire, it would just like
It
flash
pretty
paper.
much is. Yeah, it's basically like little tiny sparks, just and then it's gone.
Yes, it would be like tossing a torch into a grain elevator.
Woo.
All that little dust just go. Woof.
Dave, that's how grain elevators explode.
I know. We had one a couple blocks from our house that exploded.
Being where I'm from, that happens quite often, and it's terrifying every time one of them blows their top.
It is, and yeah, a couple of guys almost died in my hometown, including my dad.
We had the
Jesus.
Pillsbury flour mill explode in the 1940s, and they literally blew the entire building.
Yeah, that'll happen. So
Yeah.
there's no more yellow mold between Kieran and Razul.
That's
Razul looks up at Kieran and sees her walking across the thing, and he felt the heat as this thing exploded.
You good?
Yeah. Trying to catch my breath.
All right. Well,
right.
hopefully we'll get Jack
Okay.
here in a second.
yeah. Let me get Harvey healed up, and we'll be right behind you.
Right, everyone alive? I heard the explosion.
Everyone's alive so far.
There you go, Harvey. You got 21 health back.
Damn.
I actually rolled a fail too, and there one.
That's
I'm back up to where I was before this all started.
Yep.
Ah,
Like, sorry, Harvey. I promise soon I'll know how to take care of poison, but right now it's a little bit above my pay grade.
shocking, but very well.
Your way, Harvey. Jack.
Sir, turn here, so the right direction.
And basically, Bus will follow you.
How you doing, little guy?
Where'd Razul
Fine.
go?
He's right
Oh,
here.
Razul. Do you want
Step out of the
healing,
way.
dude, or are you alright?
So much blinking.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
You do whatever you want. I can't
Oh, with
say
the right
yay or nay.
turn.
Alright, hang on. There, have 10 HP.
Oh,
Thank you.
It's not perfect, but you're less damaged than you were.
he's pretty much
Almost
almost.
stole it.
Harvey, hold on a
Yeah.
second.
No, no.
Oh,
What are you doing, man?
Go.
I can't see squat. This is
his
fun.
night sight's
I
going
love this
away.
lighting.
Why can
I
you not
can't-
see squat?
I know, but I mean, like, I can't see what he's getting into because I'm still in the tunnel.
Oh, okay.
It's
Well,
realistic.
basically, he's
It's just-
walking. He's walking along, and all of a sudden, everything winked out.
Yeah.
For the record, I lit another lantern. If mine, went out or whatever.
Well, I would have picked up your torch and handed
No,
it
you
back
still
to
got it.
Okay, cool. So, what's up?
Oh, spell wore off. So I need those
wait,
lanterns.
What are you doing?
Going to the right.
Can't see anything.
Buzz
Let's
is
do
in the
that.
dark.
Like we discussed.
Okay, dude. Hold on. I teleported. Sorry.
I can see stuff. It genuinely, it's because of the dynamic lighting, and I'm trying to catch up with you guys. That's all.
Yeah.
It's not
do
that I'm
this.
actually blind. I just can't see
You just can't see a thing without your glasses. We get
with the
it.
dynamic lighting. So.
My glasses. I can't be seen without my glasses.
Sorry.
Oh man,
Hi.
that's a weird take on Velma.
No, that
I
was
can't-
Johnny Bravo.
When he meets Velma.
Yes. They
Hi.
run into each other. Thelma's glasses fall off. She goes, "My glasses! I can't see without my glasses." And Johnny Bravo goes, "My glasses! I can't be seen without my glasses."
So which was hotter, Daphne or Velma?
Oh,
Velma.
my God.
Daphne.
Wow. I'm sorry that I like smart chicks. Fuck me, I guess.
I I said Velma.
I'll be right back. I gotta go let the dog in. It's thundering really, really loud outside.
I think Dave was the only one who said that.
Okay.
Taste.
Should we just call this a break time for like 10, 15?
Break.
Feels right.
Summer in the
Take a little
60s.
break, yeah. Take a leak.
Right on. I'll be back.
Going to get my beer.
How about this place? I mean, wow. This has been a thing. Somehow none of us have died yet. I'm very proud of that fact.
Despite our best efforts.
Bus,
Yeah.
why do you always keep running away?
Because I don't know where you are. Where are you?
Turn around, come back.
Okay, I see you all now. I'm not joking, guys. Between the dynamic lighting and the movement of Harvey, it's a good 5 to 10 minutes before I find where you guys are at.
Oh, I'll slow down for you.
So, I mean, it's nothing to do with you guys. It makes perfect game sense. It's all on my end. It is not a choice.
I didn't realize we were gonna have severe storms.
Sammy stepped away for a little while.
Okay, for a little while. She want to go to the bathroom?
He said like 10 minutes, so.
We said it might be a good official break time. Is what
Oh, it's okay. It's a good time for an official break. Basically, the neighbor and all of the dogs were outside, and lightning struck somewhere close by because it was a huge. I'm surprised you guys didn't hear it. And so we went to get the dogs in, and yeah, it's raining like the dickens outside now, and she's totally wet. And
You wet dog
Ew.
smell.
Yellow mold.
That was a thing and a very Harvey thing. Just be like, hey, it exploded. Shit, whatever.
Think we can run through it, guys? Yeah.
Or I can be thrown.
I like that he threw him clear, and then basically it was just a matter of waiting for Harvey to throw it up so I could heal him. Okay. Sorry. It's actually getting cold in here because it's hot enough outside that the air isn't shutting off.
That does happen. That's why I always have a blanket on.
A blanket on what?
Yes, I'm sweating in my
A
apartment.
blanket on my legs, and a heating pad underneath my feet because when it's really hot outside, the air runs upstairs,
Right.
and then downstairs gets very cold.
Yeah, that's
I
my
don't know
problem.
because your arthritis was acting up.
Oh god, it's so freaking. Like when the air is actually chugging, the whole freaking thing is running full bore. It's like 60 degrees down here.
Ooh.
He puts his fucking wigwam socks on.
Wigwam socks.
It's a brand, seriously. They're good socks. They're warm. I wear them in the winter with my work shoes because it gets so freaking cold in the store.
102 people are accounted for. 99 remain unaccounted for.
In
For what?
The condo in Miami Beach.
Mm.
There's a condo in Miami Beach that last night or early this morning just collapsed.
Oh, okay.
Yee. They thinking it's just storm winds or it
Nope.
like it's just structural.
Just structurally went bye-bye.
Ugh.
There's only one person that they know of that died, but they've accounted for 102 people who lived in the building, but 99 people remain unaccounted for.
Man.
So there's probably going to be about 100 dead, if not more. That's what we call not good.
Yep. Wonder if it's going to be like the that couple years ago. I remember like this British apartment building like caught fire and the entire thing went up in flames, like real quick. And there was like a big howdy do about buildings aren't supposed to do that. Why did this one burn so quick?
Lowest bidder and all that stuff.
Yeah, not gonna lie, it counts for most things.
Just waiting for Sam.
Have you seen those sphere dice, Dave?
Spear dice?
Sphere.
Sphere dice. You mean the D100s?
No, like a round circle. That's like a D20, a D6, and a D4.
No.
Yeah. They look like the devil. Basically, the mechanic is they've got like chambers in it, and there's a ball bearing inside of the dice that you roll.
Yeah.
So that it'll weight one side and let the other side show up on the top. And they're all the same size. I think they're all like
Interesting.
the orbit dice. Yeah, they started a Kickstarter for it. Because everything has a Kickstarter for it.
I don't know if I'd like that.
It looks unusual.
Dice people are the weirdest people.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, they're just people who just collect all sorts of dice.
Yeah.
I've been living off a pound of dice like I got in a like Secret Santa gift exchange like 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I've never looked back.
I can see the appeal, but my brain always goes, you already have 4 dice sets, and that already feels like too much.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you wasting another $20 on 7 more? Like 7 more dice, I mean.
Yeah, no. Like but like, you know, you go to like these gaming conventions like Gen Con, and like the entire fucking weekend, like the dice booths are just swarmed.
Oh yeah.
People.
Clicky clacky rocks.
I like clicky clacky rocks.
Pretty shiny.
I wonder if anyone ever bought that tungsten die.
Oh, that massive.
Oh, the one's like the size of a soccer ball or whatever.
Yeah.
You roll it in the fucking Geiger counter, not Geiger counter, the
What do you want?
Oh god.
What do you want?
There's this D100 that's called the Pounder.
Yes.
Why are you scared?
Oh, it's made from zinc.
Let's book around.
Ah, my name is what? My name is who? My
That
name
is
is
a pound that you're just hauling around.
Me on my cell phone.
One guy.
To me, that goes on a shelf.
Right now.
Right. I have one of those D20s that's the size of a baseball, and I thought that's
Stop. I need big shows, big ideas. Hey, I have a big.
I
That
almost
being-
bought a metal D100 because it was pretty.
Yeah. That being said, there's an improv group that literally uses a foam big D20 to basically pick what improv game they play next.
That would be interesting.
Yeah. They have a D20, and then they also sometimes do a D4 for like quick fire games and guessing games. So
That sounds interesting.
Interesting.
Bones, are you here?
I am here.
Sammy's here. Wada?
Yeah.
Harvey?
Yeah, Harvey's gone.
Okay.
Oh, am I not hearable?
No, okay. Just making sure you're here. And lastest but not leastest is Eric.
I'm right on your gobshite.
Right. All right then. We're all back. Let's get to move on.
Everything must turn.
I love your Irish person always sounds panicked, Dave.
That's because they're after me Lucky Charms.
God.
I know.
It's a hate crime.
Okay.
Oh, he's going to the right. The right. The right. That's how we.
Stop.
Yeah, what's right? What's right? What's right?
Okay, so Harvey, you get to right there.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to make an awareness roll.
Ooh. No.
Do you feel lucky once?
No, not for awareness.
Okay.
Okay.
Was that from you? What was that, Bones?
I said okay.
All right, so go ahead and continue.
Everything must turn, turn, turn.
Ho 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 ho!
Hello there, troglodytes.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
All right, so
My-
as you look up that side, you see shambling out of actually a fairly well-lit area, it looks like. Let me see here. Control L. Yeah, actually, you see a light right here. You think it's weird that undead would be doing torches, but you see a ghoul, at least one zombie, and one skeleton.
Could it be a revenant?
You don't know what that is, but you know.
I mean, I definitely do know what a revenant is.
Yeah, it's a movie with.
There's
There-
a man.
Yeah, I only
There's a
want
bear
to-
attacking Leonardo DiCaprio up there.
Yes.
All right. So I
Oh,
wave and I say, "Hello, troglodytes. My name is Harvey. These are my friends. Together we are the adventure party known as Harvey and Friends."
And it responds and starts to run at you.
Great.
He's introducing himself to the shambling zombie.
All right,
And-
so it will take a little bit to get to you guys. So I'm going to go right here and say it is time for initiative.
Oh,
Yeah.
shut.
Hey, look at that. Me and Ass collab.
Yeah, that's great. I'm in the back of the line.
No, you're not.
He is. Yes, he is. He's right behind me.
Fucking modified.
Oh, okay.
Fuck yeah.
Oh God, I've gotten. Oh no.
Yeah.
Rizzle,
Fuck.
Rizzle, Rizzle. Okay, cool. Incremented.
Oh,
Is everybody incremented?
Sure looks that way. Crap.
Yep.
Big Goodson is.
Ooh, we're starting to get what you got down there, Dave. Holy cow.
Yeah. Very loud, wasn't it?
A little bit.
It's rainy. See, when I went upstairs, there was a dog outside.
Yikes.
All right, so on a 20, Razul.
Yep. 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 I'm gonna control the Zombro.
Okay, so you're gonna control him.
Yep.
All right, so I get a saving throw. That's a really good fucking. Ooh. 25. That's gonna be enough to get him. Not by much.
But I did it.
All right, so this guy right here is now under your control.
Cool.
So on a 17, this guy right here. So let me do something real quick here. Can I change him? I don't think I can edit him.
It don't matter.
I can't set him to. Well, actually, I can. Watch this. Details.
I'm eating white Reese cups, so I'm happy.
Notes. Cancel.
Loved those, man.
Oh, I have a whole bag of them beside my desk, dude.
Yeah, I love white chocolate. I don't know
I do
why.
too.
I bought this white chocolate syrup, and that's what I've been using in my coffee.
All right, Rada, see if you can move him.
Bloop. Yep.
Okay, so it is his turn. He is zombie
All right.
1.
Can I attack the guy in front of me?
Sure, you can attack the ghoul from behind.
All right. So this is one full round, right? I get to keep him.
Yes, for one full round.
Cool. I'm attacking the guy in front of me. Do I need to roll an attack?
Yes, roll a d100.
Let me get there. Yeah, he sucks.
So So
crit my
he is going to hit because Ghoul 1 is not expecting this. So Ghoul 1 is not actually defending.
Right.
This is a surprise. So go ahead and roll your D10.
Get it.
All right. Okay. Harvey and Ascalabus on a 12.
Take a step forward
Ascalabus whistles from the back.
into there. And then I'm going to prepare for an attack.
Okay, so you're going to guard. Ascalabus, what are you doing? You can move through everyone if you would like.
1, 2, 3. I can't see squat. Okay, now I can. 4. Actually, I'll stay here
Okay.
to give shots to other people.
Gotcha.
And that is my turn.
Razul on a 10.
I'm gonna sidestep down right here.
Okay.
Give people clearance. I'm gonna turn and look and make sure nothing's behind me. And I will Yep. I will. Okay, so can I ready a spell or does that work that way?
Nope.
Okay, I didn't know. Alright, I just yep, I'm good.
Now you can hold action until such time as you want to move.
No, I like my movement placement.
Okay. Jack on an 8.
I'm gonna move up. 1, 2, 3. That should be.
Mm-hmm.
2. Oh, I'm good.
Okay. This guy here. Oh boy. So something hit him from behind and did damage. So I'm going to say there is a 70% chance he is going to turn and a 30% chance he is going to go. So I'm going to roll a D100. 70 or below, he's going to turn on Zombie 1. So he charges up here and is going to take a swing at Harvey, but Harvey gets an attack on him first.
Ooh.
Oh.
So
Okay,
Harvey is going to do 26 damage. And you see a big hunk of meat fly off this thing as it claws at you. Jesus.
And do I defend or
You still have to defend, yes.
Alright.
All right, so it swings at you with its claws of doom, and you contemptuously knock its claws out of the way with your weapon. Also on a 7 at the same time, Zombie 1 gets to go, and that is you, Wada.
I can't. Okay, since I moved, I cannot see the zombie, Dave.
You can still control him. It's like
I can't. No, since my vision's not up there, I cannot see him.
Gotcha.
So turn around and attack the skeleton because I know the skeleton's right there.
Okay, so there are 2 skeletons right there. You want to attack skeleton 1 or skeleton 2?
Pick one. I can't see them, so.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying.
Yeah, so I'm going to have you do skeleton 1, so go ahead and roll your attack.
God, you suck. Yeah, you really suck.
And you hear clackety clack. Don't talk back. On a 6, Skeleton 1 is going to attack Zombie 1. Go ahead and roll your defense, Zombie.
He really does suck, Dave.
He's
No.
a zombie.
He's stupid. Make him just fall over dead. You can't. He's already dead.
Kieran on a 4.
He would be the one that held that against him the least.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Sorry, I can't see shit, so I'm gonna have to move up. I don't know. Can I just see my speed real quick or whatever?
Yeah, you should have it in your abilities.
There we go. Okay. 1, 2. Of course. This is probably the best spot, actually. I only moved 2, so that sucks, but it's fine. I'm just gonna move up.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Razul, give me an awareness roll.
Hello, buddy.
Something comes screaming around the corner at you, and slavering jaws and dripping claws, and it wants to tear into you, but it had to move too far. On a 2, we've got Harvey, Ascalabus, and 2 of the creatures.
I mean, I pretty much can't do anything, can I?
You're kind of boxed in where you're at.
Yep.
Gonna some or I
So-
can't like 5-foot step there, can I?
Yeah.
Alright. 5-foot step there, and I give him a good old axing. Oof. That roll.
Jesus Christ.
Even worse.
He's going down.
So goodness gracious. 4d10.
Bodacious.
So you don't just take a 5-foot step. What you do is, as you take your 5-foot step, you twist and attack this thing as you go past. And it does one of those things where it turns towards you, and then half of it goes one way and half of it goes the other. Because you myrtleated it quite horribly.
I contemptuously do that thing like in the samurai movies where I kind of swing my blade to get the blood off of it.
Right.
Oh, the flick where the blood hits the ground.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately, this isn't blood like normal blood. It's like black and
Mucus.
very viscous. Yeah, it's
It's
really
decaying blood.
Oh.
yeah, it's not pretty stuff.
I'm not happy about that.
Right.
It's all separated and
so
goopy and slimy.
we still have Ascalabus can do something if he would like.
If I'm allowed to, I would like to move 1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay,
and just pivot for the room.
that's fine.
Cool. So I still technically have another attack action if need be.
Okay, so Skeleton 2 is going to attack zombies. So Wada, go ahead and roll me the zombie defense. And unfortunately, he barely beats you.
Good enough. It ain't unfortunate at all to me.
I was going to say,
He's hanging in there, though. Zombie is hanging in there.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh God.
Razul on a 0.
It's nice to see you again. And I have a step back for my free 5 foot.
Yep. So take it.
Ah!
He sees
And
Death Incarnate rushing around the corner at him. He's like, "Holy shit!"
Pretty much. And then I would like to bum. I know it would hurt me. Unless, because I don't know if there's a wall here or not, so I can't really see it.
Well, about the best you would be able to do would be to put there,
It still hit me,
and
though.
you'd be in it.
And Wind of Death is even worse. It's 25 foot.
Deathbolt?
That's what I'm casting, yeah. Had to see how much MPP it was.
All right, so which one are you hitting?
Well, I kind of had to hit the guy in front of me, don't I?
Okay, so this one right here?
No.
Okay. So you do that, save as a dodge. Fuck.
Which one is that?
God.
This one right here.
Yeah, but I'm taking notes.
Yeah, so
I couldn't tell you.
it's number 3. So it takes max damage because it fumbled its save.
So my max damage would be what? 2d10?
23.
Ooh.
Right to his frickin' noggin. Jack on a -2. You hear Razul go, "Ah!"
What? Oh shit. I don't think I can step through them, so
You can step through me.
Can I? I suppose I could kind of pass around you, huh?
Oh yeah, you can go. You can go through friendly tiles, but then you'll be fighting them one-on-one.
Right. I mean, whoever, yeah.
I literally cannot do anything.
I believe in you. You won't stop. You can't stop.
That might
Look
be
at the
fucking
turn order,
fair.
dude. I appreciate the faith, but
Right.
You're gonna make it happen.
What you doing, Jack man?
Just checking something.
Jack attack.
Jack attack.
Jack the crack.
Down here.
Jack the crack.
Okay, alright. That's all I want to know.
Help!
Hey, would you shut up for a second? I'm trying to cast something. Thank you, Razul.
Help. I need somebody. Help.
Wait, what's going on now?
I don't know. You're trying to cast a spell, apparently.
Somebody's yelling help besides Razul.
Oh,
What?
he's singing a
Yeah.
song.
I'm singing a song because I need somebody.
that's Harvey's battle jaunt. Don't worry about it. Cast
Yeah.
the spell.
Hang on.
You didn't know Harvey was
What I
from
want
Liverpool.
When he was young, he was so much younger than before.
I'm going to use
God
Divine
damn.
Striking on the one directly in front of Razul.
So this one right here.
Oh,
Yep.
So you go, by the power of my god, Kazat.
Hang on. I'm just going to cast it at level 1 because he's already done a ton of damage. And yeah.
So he does not save, and he is going to take 11 damage.
Holy crap.
And it hits him. His eyes narrow a little bit. That's it.
Okay.
Now he's gonna come eat my face.
It's a good chance. Okay, so Ghoul, he is gone. So I gotta get rid of him.
Zombra is gonna attack the skeleton again. if that's my Zombro. If he has a third attack.
So you see something come around the corner, and it doesn't push through the bad guys as much as it flows through them.
Oh shit. Oh
God.
shit.
What the fuck is that?
Hmm.
I can tell you what it is, but for game sense, I will not.
I mean, Jack could be able to look at it and at least know a name.
Yeah, Dave, what is it?
So roll your monster lore. It is a wraith.
Oh,
I
that sounds
actually
great.
made it, and I got the full amount of questions.
So-
There
What?
you go.
What kind of questions you want to know about the wraith? And yes, anybody can suggest questions.
Is he
That's
seeing
right.
anybody?
Is he
No.
seeing any?
You can ask his health.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's a good question. Yeah, how much health does it have?
60 hit points.
God damn.
Okay.
Woo!
It's strong. Is it weak to holy light?
Is it weak to light? La 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 la.
Radiant damage
Yes,
doesn't
it
exist
is
here.
sensitive to sunlight.
Ooh.
Sunlight,
Good.
not torchlight. Sunlight.
But he has
Creatures harmed
holy
by
light.
sunlight will take damage from this spell. Thank you very much, Dave.
Okay, just making
Like
sure.
pina coladas.
Does he like getting caught in the rain?
Nope. No one does.
Does it have poison?
That's. I don't know if poison's the problem.
Well, okay. I'm asking.
Isn't it-
I'm
I mean, if you're asking, okay, yeah, we'll go for that.
No, it does not have poison attack.
okay.
Does it curse? Does it have the ability to curse anybody?
It does not curse anyone. No, that's 4. You get 2 more.
Okay. Anything else you guys can think of?
Is this thing gonna go through walls at us? I know it's a dumb question.
So, can it
You're
come
asking
through
if it's
walls?
corporeal?
Can it go through walls? Yes, it can go through walls. That's 5.
Is it susceptible to an axe to the face?
So is it susceptible to physical damage?
Can it take physical damage?
Blah 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 blah. So it is resistant to non-magical weaponry.
Cool.
Okay. So
Fuck!
it's gonna have to be me throwing holy magic at it,
Or me.
or you. Yes.
All right, so that's what you know of this thing.
It's a rate that it stands-
On a minus 4,
and everybody's going, "Wait, you know about that thing? What the fuck?"
on a minus 4, skeleton 1 goes. It's going to attack the zombie. It's going to do real well. Zombie defend.
I've got to get up there my stuff.
I mean, Priest knows about ghosts. I don't think that's weird, Jack.
So you will not defend. It's going to hit the zombie. Zombie goes down.
That's cool.
Will not get back up again.
Well, on the bright side, that's one less enemy too.
Right.
That's what I look at it as.
So what? Your zombie went down?
Yes.
Okay.
Good way to be.
Which is funny because it's the only zombie you guys have seen, and that was the last time it was going to be. It was
It
almost
was a day away from from retirement.
Kieran on a minus 6.
I heard that, Eric. That was
Thank
very-
you.
Oh god. Oh fuck. I don't know. I can see. I
Shooter!
can see this guy.
Shooter!
Yes, you can see the ghoul through the wraith.
Well, my arrow's just gonna kind of go through it, isn't it?
Do it.
Only if it's currently incorporeal. Otherwise, it might hit the wraith.
Well, either way, I'm not exactly all that worried about it. Either I do damage to the wraith or I do it to the ghoul. So let's go.
Okay,
This might be a terrible idea.
So you're going to shoot at the wraith, basically.
With the intent of hitting this guy, yes.
Okay, so you're going to hit the wraith. So attack of 50. It is going to take it. So you are going to do
8 damage.
8 damage.
To the Wraith?
Yes. It does not have ABS, but it takes half damage from non-magical.
Okay.
On a
Leopard sword.
on a -8, 3 things happen. Harvey goes, Ascalabus goes, and this guy here starts to shamble forward. Oh, not the zombie, the skeleton. So, Harvey, what are you doing? Ascalabus, what are you doing?
Swing.
And
Okay. So this thing comes to me, and you're all going to swing simultaneously. What is your luck, Ascalabus, and what is your luck, Harvey?
4.
50.
So
Or my
four
luck,
and
my
four and
five.
5. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I will re-roll 10. So it is going after Harvey. So Ascalabus and Harvey swing at the skeleton. The skeleton swings at Harvey. Nobody gets a defense.
Oh. Oh, damn, Ascalabus.
All right, so Ascalabus and Harvey both hit into this thing.
Oh, no.
Harvey, you are going to take 10 damage.
Okay, minus my...
Minus your ABS of whatever. Which I believe is -7, correct?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. So you take 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And the skeleton just fucking explodes. So you guys both hit it at the same time, and bones flies everywhere. As it takes -46. Bam! And the thing just
That?
disintegrates.
A very good collaboration.
Matter of fact, it is so
I see what
damaged.
you did there.
It is so damaged that it's not even going to present as uneven terrain.
Right.
You hurt it so badly.
Ascalabus just gives is like a quick bow the head, like proper,
All right.
and move on.
So this guy right here really wants to move and can't. Razul on a -10.
Whoop. Ah!
Okay, so it is going to take a swipe at you. This guy's going to take
I
a
get
swipe
a free
at
5 foot.
you. You move more than 5 foot, my dude.
Okay, swipe at me.
You get a free
Fucking tell
5.
Tell him to eat my dick. I don't care.
All right, so he is going to swing at you.
Hope he knocks my head off.
And
way
you
I'm
get to
gonna
roll a
dodge that.
defense as you run away.
Brave Razul.
Ooh.
It hits me.
You only have a 3 defense?
I have no armor or nothing, dude.
True.
Why do you think we're here right now?
Well, he rolled a 63. So you don't have any.
You have no DP.
None.
Okay, so
Which makes sense.
do
You don't have half of
you
an attack.
feel lucky twice?
I'll throw one in.
Sure.
Okay, so it swipes at you, and as it goes past, Kieran yells, "Hey, look over here!" And the thing turns and looks at Kieran, but you are able to get away scot-free.
Nice.
But Kieran, you feel a hatred, like deep in your soul. It's very, very disconcerting. Jack on a -12.
Since I already used my,
Jack, help!
I would, but I already used my combat action.
What do you use your combat on?
I fired a spell off, didn't I?
Yes.
Like,
What spell did he fire?
divine striking. Yeah.
You have mana 3.
You have mana 3. You have
yeah,
2.
You have another one, dude.
Oh my god, I forgot that. Holy shit.
Yeah, you have 2.
I cast Holy Light.
Okay, so you cast Holy Light.
I think that's a 10. Yep, Holy Light. Cast it at level.
Oh no!
What? Really now?
Oh no! Oh no! Dear God, no!
Isn't that a? No, that's not. Is it?
Nope.
Oh no.
But he wants to roll under, so
I have to roll under 99.
Yeah, you have to roll
Right.
under 99, so that actually is going to be a crit, not
Yeah, that's
a.
a crit.
Okay.
Fail, that's a crit. Oh,
my
shit!
god! Oh my
again.
god!
That's
Too many
why-
emotions.
That's why I said that. I was like, that's a crit.
All right, so I need to read the spell real quick, see how much damage it takes.
There was so much concern. We were like, oh god, no! Oh god, no!
Holy shit, this is the time for me to fucking have Holy Light go off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so.
And the whole cavern fills with Holy Light, killing all undead monsters.
Everyone else is blind.
Right?
All right, so
I
this
think you might have a
lasts
believer.
for 10 minutes per level. What level did you cast at? Just first?
1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be at a 5-foot radius per level, which means you're going to be shining very, very brightly. Yeah, so it does nothing to this guy.
Oh. Oh no.
Can you tell me why?
Because he's not in the.
He's not 5 feet away.
Yes, he is 10 feet away.
Oh god.
Couldn't get his free 5 to do that.
He could have, but he didn't.
Whatever.
Oh, it's not
Okay.
continuous? I thought I was under the
It
impression.
is continuous. If it
That's
steps
why I
in
did it,
front of
because when he
you-
closes in on us, he's about to take it in the face.
Right. No. It lasts for 10 minutes per level. He won't be able to get near you.
Well, she's within distance
can
of me.
go
If he
through
comes to
walls.
her,
it can go through walls.
so
It-
I'm
all right,
still
don't
gonna
worry about
shoot it.
Don't worry
Whatever.
about it. Don't worry about it. Kieran on a -16. All right, so it's going to
I mean,
take
it's
it.
only gonna do 5 damage.
Yup.
And it hates me.
It really does. It doesn't like you very much. Harvey on a -18.
Have another.
So, Dave,
Yes, sir.
did his crit not do anything at all?
Nope.
Even for him?
Oh, that's actually a good thing. I didn't make him roll his crit.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wada.
I'm going like I get nothing from my crit. It's just fuck you.
Thank you, Wada. Roll a percentile. No, I totally forgot.
So just a D100.
Keep me on my
Yep.
toes.
It'll probably be something like double damage.
29. Okay, so it's a minor effect attack spell. Roll another percentile. All right, so he's just minus. Well, he's not minus on his save, remember? So it goes off at. Oh boy!
There you go, Bones.
Oh boy, Bones!
What? Oh.
Ooh.
This did not go off at level 1. This went off at level 5.
There you
Oh, so
go.
that
Oh.
went way out. That went out 25 feet?
So it went out 25 feet, and it will last not for.
Oh, shit!
Not
50
for
minutes?
not for 10 minutes. It'll last for 50 minutes.
Oh, shit.
So the light shines on this thing extraordinarily brightly, and everybody feels like in their heads a screeching cry.
Mm.
And this is going to take. Actually, I'll let Bones roll it. Roll 5d10.
5d10?
It wouldn't just be
Oh.
max damage.
No, 5d10.
Good enough.
So the wraith screams inaudibly. None of you could hear that. I mean, but you could feel it. It's like
It's just like.
Feel it in our ability.
yeah, it's like you could feel it more than you could hear it.
Right. You feel the psychic
Uh,
damage. 'Cause I'm just like, oh, fuck you, Naru!
Exactly. So Harvey on a -18 still, and sorry about that, Bones.
No, you're good. I just thought I didn't get anything. It's like, yeah, you created a pre-spell, you get nothing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
okay.
did it do 38 damage to it then?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's full
Okay.
magic damage.
It has 60 health, so it's pretty fucked, but not completely.
It's essentially like bloodied.
Well, and don't forget, I also shot it right after and
All right,
did
I
5
know.
there. So
Oh yeah, so it's not having a good day.
So Harvey
Nope,
takes a
sure
couple
ain't.
of steps. Kieran on a minus 26.
hold on.
So
Okay.
4
Guess what, bitch? I got another
minus
combat action.
6. 4 minus 6 minus 16. So this is your third shot.
Yep, this is my last one for this round.
All right, so damage is going to take 3 points. Oops, that's a 9. That's not a minus 3. Okay, so that's Kieran. New round, Razul on a 20.
Blue.
Oh, wait a minute. New round.
Uh-oh.
The guy takes damage.
So new
Taking
round. This guy right here, Bones,
Evaporate.
you get to roll 5d10.
Oh Jesus, he's done.
Let's go.
Yeah, he's real done.
All right, so
Yeah,
minus
he's done.
22. So the Wraith is
I
bathed
just did
in
all of his
sunlight, and
Yeah.
it's like in Spider-Man where the Green Goblin throws those bombs and those people turn into skeletons and then fall to the ground.
Right.
That's what happened. The rays hit this thing, and even though there's no wind, its cloak floats out behind it, and then bits and pieces of it start to go, and it just fades away into dust behind.
I pulled like the classic priest thing where they just basically turn the undead back to dust.
Correct.
Ashes to ashes and
Dust.
dust
Right.
to dust.
So
To the earth you
Razul
return.
on a 20.
I'm looking.
I cannot believe that worked the way it did.
I think
That was
I'm just-
amazing.
I do have to change the coloring of the numbering on that spell.
I really think I'm just going to stand right where I'm at.
Okay.
I'm in between everybody. I'm feeling safe.
Are you going to do anything? Or are you just going to wait?
I'm just done.
Okay. So this guy takes a 5-foot step and is going to attack Kieran. And he's going to attack Kieran very well.
Shit. So,
At least it's not a crit.
what do I do about that?
Roll a defense.
How do I do that again?
Go to
That's your
your...
Abilities defense.
Defend.
Ooh.
All right, so this thing takes a swipe at you and is going to do 14 points of damage minus your ABS.
Which ghoul is that? God damn it.
3, which means you're going to take 9 points of damage. And you're going to make a save versus poison.
God damn it. Huh.
You would have to feel lucky 4 times.
I'll throw 2 in.
And I've got the rest.
Okay, so it scrapes at you with its claws, and you feel your muscles start to contract. And you, like, pound your arm against the wall just to try and get your circulation going. And you don't know why, but that seemed to work, and you shake off the effects, but boy, that was close. On a 12, Harvey and Ascalabus.
If Harvey doesn't yell anything, I don't know what's going on in the other room.
I am going to attack this.
You hear Kieran yell real loud, though.
Yeah.
Be gone, you bony bastard!
And it will indeed be hit for 19 points of damage,
Comes on that
which
shit.
it is actually going to take all of that 19. And it clatters its teeth at you. But you see little chips of bone flying everywhere. So Ascalabus, what are you doing?
Debating horribly. Hearing Kieran run. 1, 2, 3. I'm assuming 4, 5, and just kind of getting in the way. I'm assuming I can't attack since I moved.
Correct.
I will stand here and prepare for the attack that will
Okay,
undoubtedly come.
Razul on a 10. You see Ascalabus come rushing past you, and you hear Kieran yell. Of course, Jack is still blazing with light.
Yeah.
Are these ghouls aren't sensitive to sunlight?
Doesn't look
Nope.
that way.
I'm just checking.
I know, but you know nothing about ghouls.
You're right, I don't.
Right.
Hello, Harvey.
Hello.
You have this. They have that. I'm going to stand by you.
I mean, it's a skeleton.
There's nothing I can really do down there, so
I find that hard to believe.
find it really hard to believe right now.
All right, so Razul, that's it.
Yep.
Jack on an 8.
Bleh. I got the big yellow lizard in front of me. I was originally going to step up and do what he's doing, so
Tight quarters really kind of sucks for fighting, doesn't it?
right, yeah, it just bottleneck.
If we were, farther up towards the skeletons,
But you're
this
not.
would be easier,
There's a
but we're
reason why I
not.
came this way.
But you're
I
not.
I was going to back up, but the yellow lizard was like, "Let's do this." So
He's
anything
doing
I
this
could
for a
do
very
to help
specific
him?
purpose.
there's nothing I can do to help him right now. Nope. I'm gonna back up 5 feet. Actually, let me see what's going on up there. Screw it. You know what? My movement.
If I could in the free action, I would tell Bones to back up.
Well,
I would
that's
have
what I'm
told
gonna do.
Jack.
I'm
That's
moving.
so easy to do. Yeah, just get in the big room.
I'm gonna move.
Basically, yeah.
Get out
We
of the
need
corridor.
I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3 spaces, and that'll be good for me for now.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to
The
get out of here.
skeleton is going to take a swipe at good old Harvey. Oh, these things are horrible.
Skellington.
It makes sense. They've got no musculature.
So you barely get out of the way, but you do. Kieran on a 4.
Okay, Bus, you kind of ready to run?
That's the plan. My plan was, with the knowledge, I assumed Kieran could get past me if that spot's open.
She
I
can, but if she moves more than the 5 feet, actually it'd be really hard for her to take a 5-foot step diagonally, but I'll allow it. But she wouldn't be able to move more than that without getting an attack of opportunity from the ghoul.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
Well, I'll take my free 5. It's gonna move, so I'd expect something. Harvey's with the skeleton, and then he moved next. So how do you want to do this? We can strategize.
Not to meta this, he's got to make a choice if you get behind me.
Well,
Okay, so you just take a 5-foot step and you're going to shoot it.
yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay, go ahead and roll. So, the beautiful thing about what you do is if you don't fumble, more than likely you're going to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's the beautiful thing about being who you are. So you're going to do 13 damage to it. Again, it screeches at you And as it's screeching, you throw an arrow right down its throat. And it comes out the back of its throat.
Man, I'm just doing a whole bunch of through and throughs today, aren't I?
Yeah, and it falls to the ground. And that was Ghoul 3, so I need to take him off of the board.
Whew.
And that was Kieran. Harvey on a 2. Ascalabus on a 2.
Ascalabus is yelling at Kieran to run.
She won't be able to till her next
I know,
turn.
but that's what he would do in character.
Okay, so you're going, Kieran, get out of here! And Harvey, let's go ahead and take care of you since you're kind of isolated a little bit up there. Oh, I saw what you did.
Yep.
He fumbled.
Yep.
Ow. Well, I guess.
Yeah, you had it too.
I
wrote it too.
Black from Razul.
So go ahead and roll a D100 for your fumble.
I got it.
Boy, you were just having a terrible time with that. I need you to roll under your manual dexterity.
All right. Yeah.
You did.
All right, so your hands are very sweaty. You swing your weapon and you feel it slipping out of your hands.
You mean in game or out of game? Because
yes.
Oh my god.
In game. In game. You feel it slipping out of your hands, but you re-grip just at the last second and save it from flying off in a random direction.
Yeah.
Because that's what would have happened. On a 2 bus, this guy comes screaming up towards you.
And he gets swing.
No, he moved 2, so he doesn't get an attack.
Oh. Okay.
But you move simultaneously, so what are you doing?
Well, as I noted, I said I was going to basically stay there and guard.
Okay.
So I was winding up.
So because he had to move, you will have enough time to guard. I will give you an attack -10.
Sure.
Because the guard is going to take a little bit more. So
sure. So attack -10.
God,
he's good.
Damn. Don't think it really mattered that much.
Could have been a crit.
It could have been a crit. Instead, you're going to do 25 -2. So I'm actually going to take Ghoul 3 off the board. I'm going to put him right next to it. So Ghoul 4 -23. So he comes running up to you, and you just wind up and whack him as he comes up to you. He does not seem pleased. Number 2 runs 2 steps and is sitting back there looking over this one's shoulder, slavering at you. They too are stuck in the corridor. Razul on a 0.
Hey, Jack.
Hey-o.
I'm done. That's all I'm
my
doing.
god.
So, did you hear any good jokes lately? Oh, yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, did you hear the holy water one? Favorite joke of all time.
So Jack
was
is
a great joke.
Jack is glowing like the sun.
Yep.
And in actuality, watch this. Let me do.
Yes, I was going to say.
Let's do 25. Right light distance. Save settings. Okay. So that'll change. I'll take that back down to 20. So you're shining brighter than your lantern.
Right.
And further out, I might add.
Right.
So on a -2, what you gonna do?
Oh,
I hope you finish telling your joke.
I boiled the hell out of it. There you go. Okay. I'm gonna hold my turn.
Okay.
Something makes it.
So the
makes
skeleton is going to attack Harvey. Meh. And he will hit
Shit today.
for 3
Nothing.
whole points. No damage. So he
Okay.
leaps at you and just scrapes right down your armor. You realize that these things probably are going to take it'll be really hard for them to hurt you. Kieran on a -6.
Wait, do I still have another bow attack? I suck at this.
This would be
A new round.
so you start on a 4, so 4 minus 6, so this would be your second movement, your second action of the round.
So,
Alright.
yes.
So it slams into his arm. You see bits of flesh fly off of its arm, but other than that, meh. All right, so this is going to be an interesting segment. Harvey, go ahead and go on a -8.
All right. Hey, that's more like it.
I get it now.
Yeah, it's guys. You're like, oh, I need to turn my axe this way. And the skeleton explodes.
If you want to fight me, you're going to need a little bit more meat on those bones.
Wah, 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 wah. All right, so Ascalabus and Ghoul 4 both move at the same time. That's this dude right here.
Ozzy is not smart enough to defend. He will attack at the same time.
So you guys both attack at the same time. Roll your attack.
Of course I crit. Of course I fumble.
So you fumble, and he will hit you. So go ahead and roll your fumble.
Or good attack.
D100, right?
Yes. All right, so he lunges forward at the same time you lunge forward. Your foot hits a piece of rock, and your leg twists. You feel a sharp pain in your ankle. And you are hobbled, basically. And as that happens, he is going to do D10 plus 5 to you. So he's going to do 11 points to you. Subtract your ABS.
So I absorb 6 of that.
Okay, so you take 5 points, and you get to save versus poison.
Okay, hold on here. Might as well roll it just in case this gets worse. Yep.
Oh, God.
It's almost like I knew it.
So you feel your muscles contract.
Yeah, this ain't good.
And you fall to the ground. On the bright side, your ankle's not hurting right now.
Sure.
Yeah.
But you fall to the ground and are paralyzed.
Shit.
This guy slavers and can't do anything. He's kind of stuck on a -10. Razul, you hear Kieran go, shit! And you can actually see Ascalabus hit the deck.
And like you said, any magical healing will cure poison, right?
But if it's okay, I said it would heal infection if the healing took effect before the infection. But once you have to make a save, it's there.
You guys had to do the poison save to make the save and not be poisoned anymore.
How did that work with Jack then when he casted first aid after his save?
Because he was not infected yet. He was doing it to stave off any infection. Had the infection come in first, or had he not done anything and he would have gotten infected?
Because I succeeded the first one, I actually staved off the infection.
Okay.
And then I healed myself.
I get you.
That was loud. Sorry.
Dave was being nice to me and letting me stave it off the first time.
That means I can actually, I can't actually see him because fuck.
You probably could with the light that Jack has. And
I can see his hand right here.
Yeah.
I can't see it itself. So I'm actually worthless this turn, so. Go ahead and give it to Jack.
Oh, this ain't good.
So Jack on a -12.
Now I regret moving because there's not a lot I can do for him. Because even if I get over there, I've got to wait till my turn to do anything to help him. Eek. Pretty sure. Let me double check. Saw that. I saw that.
Yeah, these things are dangerous not because of the damage that they do, but because of the effects that they do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like Komodo dragons. Oh!
Exactly.
Oh, that's not a touch spell. I thought that was a touch spell. Ooh.
Did you just see the spell I've been waiting for one of you to see?
Dispel disease?
Oh, that's not the one that I thought. But yeah, go ahead.
What was the one you thought I was going to see?
Like he's gonna tell you.
I'm not going to tell you.
I was hoping I
found
could
it.
trick him. Like, so
I
what was it?
think I
He's like,
found
oh,
it, Dave. How about you and I say it at the exact same time?
Okay. On the count of 3. Harvey, 1, 2, 3.
Cure undead.
Repel demon.
But you're both very close.
repel undead.
Cure demon. There we go.
I heard Jack say it.
Okay. So I forgot about the bottleneck. I'm casting repel undead on the motherfucker who just stuck a bus.
Okay, so it's actually, you cast it 50 foot away, at least 50 foot away from the caster, so it's emanating out from you. But they have to stay 50 feet away from you.
So it would move it.
It would move it.
So go ahead and cast the spell.
Alright. Oh, that's abilities, not spell list. That's a cheap spell, too.
It's a very cheap spell, and it lasts a long time. It lasts 1 minute per level, so even at first level.
Right.
Hopefully, Bus makes.
Now
it
it doesn't kill them or do them any harm.
It just pushes them back.
Right. Well, it'll make them run.
1 minute.
Well, I don't have
That's
a ton
plenty
of
of time.
MP, so it's basically
Alright.
just giving him time to pull himself back.
So, Kieran, on a negative 16, this would be your third action of the round.
You got a
Yeah.
clear shot now.
Yeah, you don't have a giant fucking lizard in front of you.
Motherfucker. Really? Oh my god.
Ouch! Well, on the bright side, you hit it. On the bad side, you didn't do too much to it.
No.
On a negative 18, Harvey.
He's just a little poison. He's still good. He's still good. Okay,
There
let's see
comes
how
Harvey.
much that was.
So I need to do
Right
a
there. 1.
2.
They're pushed way back.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
gone.
They're they're all the way back there.
Way
Oh
back.
my god.
All right, so Harvey goes running. I didn't see where you went, Harvey.
I'm standing over Ascalab right now.
Okay, I moved Bus off to the side, so that's where you are. You run down, but you don't do anything because you had to move. Kieran, this would be your fourth of the round. I don't think you have 4 actions.
No, I only have 3. I can't do anything besides move, and
Okay.
I'm not moving.
Razul on a 20.
Where is what I is looking for? Oh, fuck it. Going this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, cool.
Okay. Harvey on a 12, and Ascalabus. Ascalabus, you get to make a save versus, and I'm sorry I said poison. Your 72 still wouldn't have made it.
Yeah.
Isn't it magic?
You had me do magic before.
Yeah, it's magic. 72 still
Okay.
would have failed you, but it's a magic
72
save.
still would have bombed. Do you want me to roll magic for
Yes,
officialness?
please. Yes, please.
They're all pretty much the same number.
Yeah, most of them are.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Night, everybody.
No!
Oh, God. No. Okay,
I
so.
will fucking quit if Bus dies.
Oh, he's
I'm
not
telling
dead.
you right now.
He's not dead.
Okay. All right, cool. Then we're fine.
Oh, well.
He
another
can't
big
shake off the
disease.
paralysis anymore.
You,
Oh.
yeah.
How are we gonna fix that?
You
Don't know.
walk into the street and find a turtle who surprisingly also has an Irish accent.
Right.
We're gonna have to take care of it.
Harvey, what are you doing? God damn, that's awful.
I'm laying the axe to some motherfuckers.
All right, so
Oh, yeah.
go ahead. Wow. Okay, so he is not defending because they're turning to run. So minus 36. So he doesn't even get a chance to turn and run, and you split him from cranium to crotch. All right, so I got to check something real quick here.
How tough now, are you? Only I annoy the big yellow guy.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh shit!
You guys are gonna have an awesome looking statue out front of the house.
We can't shake it off. That doesn't mean we can't get rid of it.
So Razul on a 10.
Somehow, maybe.
Somehow
Alright.
that big. I tell you what, Eric, you have the worst fucking luck with dice in my game.
Right?
It's amazing.
Okay,
Razul's just like
I'm
running
wandering around.
away. Okay. Jack on an 8.
I'm gonna see what's going on up here because there's nothing I can do. Actually, you know what? I take that back. No, you know what? I'm gonna hold. It's gonna hold right now. There's not much I can do.
Okay.
There's no spell. or
Kieran on a
anything that can help
4.
Us. Sammy, in the shortest words possible, I'm not that skilled yet.
How are we gonna get him out of here?
Sounds like a
Harvey's gonna
side quest.
drag him.
Oh my fucking god. There's nothing I can do, right? Or is this a new?
It's a new round. It's a brand new round, so it's
Mm.
you on a 4.
Hey, guess what, asshole?
He still hasn't gone, so he hasn't been able to even run yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow, too bad you didn't do that the last time. You'd have killed number 4.
Mm.
I do not control the Geist Dodds. What?
The Geist Dodds? Those Geist Dodds!
Sammy is
Dodds.
in.
What
is it?
happened?
I dare to swad. I don't know what's going on.
What the fuck just happened with my brain?
I don't know.
Run for the Geist!
Harvey on a 2.
Dave, technical question.
What's that?
I know I don't know this, but is the thing they're doing with the process, is this actually disease? Is this magic? What is it?
It would be considered a disease.
Okay, because like it was poison, but then it was disease, but then it
Well,
was magic.
I said poison when by mistake. It was actually supposed to be magic.
Okay, so it's a magical disease.
Yes.
Okay.
So on a so Harvey steps up and just goes fucking
Fuck you.
smush. Before this guy has a chance, I mean, this guy wouldn't have been able to do anything anyway because he hasn't been able to run.
Right.
So Harvey steps up and puts his axe right in the guy's head, and it just explodes in a cloud of viscera,
Right.
which is good for you, but not too good for it.
Yeah, some of it went in my mouth. Blech.
Pretty much. So let me get these guys all off the board. Everyone but Razul make an awareness roll. And Escalabus, I'm sorry,
I
not
was
you
going to
either.
say, please tell me I can't be aware.
Oh. Hang on. Abilities.
God damn it.
Yay!
So Jack and Harvey go, what the fuck is Razul?
Oh no. I know where he is. Fucking
Where is he?
hell. Rizal, what are you doing up here?
Alright, Kieran, you want to go help Jack? I guess I'll carry the big guy.
Oh, good effing luck, sir.
You know what? Hang on. I'm gonna regret this later. Where is he?
He's right
There
here.
he is. Hang on, let me step over you.
All
Come
right,
here,
let
big
me
guy.
back up.
This is only a short-term solve to the problem, and I'm gonna be sorry I did it later. I'm gonna dispel disease.
All right, so roll dispel disease.
That's it, big guy. You got this.
So you have a what is your religious lore skill?
I have a ticking clock.
I'm talking to Jack. What is your religious lore skill?
My skill?
Religious lore.
33? Is that what
So
you're
that
asking?
gives you a total of a 90. This is an opposed.
Oh.
You're rolling against the disease.
Yes, and you still beat it. So for the next hour, Ascalabus, you feel fine.
Right, what happened?
You may be permanently paralyzed. I just basically gave you a band-aid.
Fun.
Hey,
Right,
bud.
where's...
I'm
But-
sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. The disease does not get a save. Sorry,
I was like looking at you, Dave, like, what?
I'm sorry.
Dave doesn't even know his own game, and he always throws it
Well,
in our
there's a
faces.
difference between dispel disease and cure disease, and the
Yeah,
cure disease.
unfortunately, I
it
don't
gets
have major magic yet, or I would have used that.
Well,
He also has
someday.
27 pages of a book to memorize, so let's just back that up.
27.
Of spells specifically.
100 and I was gonna say 134 pages. Come on, man.
He wrote it. He should know it. Come
All
on.
right, so Razul comes walking back. So what I missed, man?
Hey, Bus.
Huh.
I know that he got put on the ground.
Oh yeah,
Gonna
you
walk
saw
up
him
here
fall.
with me into the opening. I'm gonna portal. No, I can't. I can portal you to the closest town that we've been to, and let you buy a cure for your whatever.
What am I sick of?
What?
Razul, with all due
I mean,
respect,
the world just went black, and then I'm up and fine. So,
Razul, he was permanently paralyzed for all intents and purposes.
But I can portal him to a town. He can
Razul,
get himself.
I don't think we have.
So
enough
you
money.
could do 2 levels
been-
to Falejos or 3 levels to Balya.
And he could. We do have the money for it, by the way.
Oh, do we? I thought it'd be way more expensive.
it depends on the availability.
That is my problem. I don't know the availability.
And we wouldn't.
No, we would not.
Well, we have an hour.
You have an hour, I guess. Let's do this.
All right, I want to check something real quick.
No time like the present.
Let's get you up there, big guy. I say, reaching down and helping you up.
All right. Okay.
Hold on, I'm reading something real quick.
It's all good, Dave.
Oof.
What?
Oh, I'm just looking at the different levels that you could get a cure disease.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Razul knows of one, and you know of the other. There is one priest spell, and there is one necromancer spell.
Yep. And I am not able to do it.
Neither of us are. Well, I will be the next time.
Right,
I go up
so
this
either priest of 30, so let me get the town size here.
I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing numbers anyway, so.
level. Right. I'm gonna need an actual 8-hour run pretty quick because I'm.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask if we are all right with setting up a camp somewhere.
Well,
I've used a lot of.
I'll have a
magic right
very good sleep.
Yeah, you'll
Everybody's
be-
going, why the hell is Jack so intent on getting as much magical healing power as he can so fast? I don't know.
Oof.
What
Okay.
other towns big enough are they?
So you keep saying that, Dave.
Oh, no, I was just looking at the cost. Just looking at the cost.
We should have enough money for the cost, I would think, unless that's a real high level spell or high level disease.
Well, okay, so you know that priest spells are very, very difficult to put into magic items. They're usually more costly.
Well, couldn't he just go to a church and have one of the head priests curing?
So just cast the spell?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would certainly work. That would be under the healing.
That's what I would be telling them. I'm like, well, can't
Yeah, I
we
was
just take
going
it
to
to
say,
the
yeah.
church? Like, I'll go talk to them in person. I'll be like, look, guys, I'm not skilled enough yet. Can you help my friend? Like one brother to
Actually,
the other.
when everybody gets banged up right here, Dave, I can portal out of here to the closest town, us rest, and then portal back into here.
If you want to do it that way, you certainly can.
Oh, hey, that's not a bad idea.
So you would be portaling into, well, like I said, you could cast it at second level to get to Tefalejos, or you can cast it at third level to get to Balya.
Which town's bigger is the question.
Balya is bigger than Falejos.
Isn't Balya the one we're fine with too?
Balya is the one that Alexander bought the ship, and Falejos is the one with the Draco Lich that you ran from.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go to Balya.
You slinked out of town with your tails between your legs, and yeah, it was not pretty.
It's not
So
good.
are we needing me to cast portal, or what would y'all like to do?
You can try and rest in here, or you can do that. Either way.
I don't think resting in the maze monsters
Well,
is the
just
best
think,
idea.
listen to
Maze
this
of
now.
monsters.
If
Harvey.
we rest,
Harvey,
Yes.
would you be all right with staying inside of this dungeon with me? Because if you think, if I cast this to come back, I'm going to be at lower MP than just staying here.
Okay. Like, if you take me, you would be at lower HP.
No, I'd be at low. No, if I have to portal us back in here, because no, it stays open, doesn't it, Dave?
Not for very long. It stays open until you step through.
That's what I'm saying. If I let them step back, see, that's why I'm not going to step through. I need someone to stay here with me.
Gotcha. So what you're saying is you would open it.
And
Those
stay
three
here.
would go through.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Dave didn't
Smart.
consider that when he made the spell.
Oh
That's
no,
smart.
nobody's been smart enough to do that.
Hmm.
I just look at Rizzo. I'm like, well, if we leave a couple people here with you, I take him.
we've never had a party where the caster didn't need to be on the other end of the portal either.
Right.
You
I
also
go
probably
basically.
know.
I'll take him to the church. You know, if you guys want to stay here and guard.
Sure.
Bones, go ahead and roll the religious lore. If you know your religious lore, I will tell you how much it's going to cost. You'll have an idea of how much it's going to cost.
Okay. That is. I will probably fail this, but hey, let's give it a shot. Yeah, I failed it.
You would have to feel lucky 4 times.
I've got 2.
Now this doesn't change the thing. Okay, so Wada gives up 2, Jack gives up 2. So you make it. So you realize that curing paralysis is going to be 4 copper pieces total.
That's fine.
Oh my god, I have that right here. Here you go.
We all have that. That's not an issue.
So we don't all have it.
Well, enough of us have enough money.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure I have that on my person right now.
Fuck it, it's gonna happen.
All right,
yeah,
so let me get to the portal spell. So it
It's
will only
torture.
stay open for a grand total of 3 minutes. So you realize that even if you stay on this side, they're not going to be able to go there and back in time.
Oh.
We're gonna have to leave and come back.
Cake?
All right. So we
But
do.
Dave,
But, Wada,
another question. Let me read the spell real quick.
okay?
Blah 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 blah. Duration is 1 minute. I cannot. Could I open the portal for them from here though?
You would have to know when they're going to be there.
It's a fine thought.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh.
You have an hour.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm being serious. I'm going to
No.
open. Yeah.
Can you cast it twice with your magic points?
Because
you're not gonna be able to rest.
No, I cannot. Fuck.
That's
Maybe-
the issue.
We're gonna
But
have to go together.
We're gonna have to go together. I was trying to get away from me being at a lower mana coming back,
Well, we'll have to leave, rest, and come back.
and I have to cast the spell.
And you'd have to
again
cast
to
it.
come back.
Come back.
Yeah, but
Which would take
And it-
25 magic points.
Fuck it. Let's go.
All right.
All right, so just stay where you're at right there. I don't know.
And
Did
once
I ever?
again, you see
Alright.
you never gave us a map.
Do you all mind if I do a little experiment before we go through this magic portal?
You have
Oh,
3
you're-
minutes.
If you're gonna put your penis through this portal, Harvey, I swear to God.
No. I take one of the ghoul bodies and I put it across the portal, so it's like half.
He's making a door jam of ghouls.
Oh, I see what you're trying to do. As
Yeah.
soon as the ghoul touches the door, it disappears.
Yeah, it's gonna be on the other side.
yeah.
Okay, so that's how that works. Okay, I was
All
hoping
right,
that
let's step through.
I walk through.
And you are in Balya right
Mhm.
here. So there you are. You're in Balya now. I don't have Balya the town, so
Do you have mana potions?
do I have mana potions? I don't.
Is that a thing?
No,
Okay. I was just asking.
I know, but it is not a
Man,
thing. Now,
What kind of
in
funky fucking-
alchemy, there are things that will allow you to get your mana back faster.
But is
Yeah,
there
but how
an
much
alchemist
back
in
it
Balya? Who knows?
No, not right now. He's closed for the night. Because I don't have the list done. So he's closed for renovations until Dave gets off his ass and finishes.
It's all right. I really don't care. I would like them to go heal. I would like to get us the rested, and I would like for us to get back into the dungeon.
Okay.
Yep.
So going to get healed is very easy. You find a temple. It's not exactly the temple you're looking for, but they've got priests and they charge you the exact amount that you thought it was going to be. It's going to be 4 copper, which is 1
Right.
copper plus 1 copper per level of the character. So what's that?
Upsell. They don't try to upsell us.
No, no. Okay, so have you ever thought of getting a resurrection instead? Huh?
Wait,
Are you looking
would
for-
trading work for that?
Would trading work for that? Yes, but again, if you fail, it's going to cost more.
Do it.
Yeah, it's
Do
4
it.
copper.
Okay, so you pay the 4 copper. They lay hands on you. Actually, one of them looks at you first with first aid and goes, "Oh, hey, that's interesting," because you walked in and they're like, "We want to heal paralysis." He doesn't look paralyzed,
Right, and they're like, "Oh, you."
but then they look at your scratches and they go, "Oh, those are ghoul marks."
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, there you go. So they cast it on you, and you are cured. Actually, they'll just keep going. So you are cured. Well, hold on. I must also do that. So they roll. The disease rolls.
Okay.
Wow. Luckily, they're better than the disease roll. So, Jesus, how come I wasn't rolling that in combat? God damn, son.
Because you're trying to heal Eric.
It's a good point. So you are indeed healed. If you want to go to the inn to rest for the night, it's going to be 1 lead each.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
And it is the next morning. What is it like outside? It's a really nice day out.
Well, it's a shitty thing. We're gonna be underground.
Oh, wow, it's a pretty nice day. And Razul goes, Shibai, roll.
I'm getting there. Calm your toddies.
I'm just saying, man. Said you wanted to get back. There you go. You go vroom, vroom, vroom. And strangely enough, you're right back here.
If people didn't already remove the ghoul body, I toss it back through.
Oh, yeah, it would have caused a little bit of consternation, yes.
It probably did through the night.
Normally, I would roll a 2% chance that you open it because you could only open the portal in a place that you've been. So you did it in a place where there's you don't think there's going to be too many people, so you didn't have a chance of it
scaring someone.
Well, no, actually, scaring somebody or having it fail or fumble, that kind of thing.
We've been there, so.
Okay, so this is a good stopping place.
Okay.
Sure.
But before we stop, I'm going to have you guys roll some insights, insights. INS, each one of you.
All right, hang on. I'm doing my mana. Sorry.
Good job, Bus.
Right.
I can't see his row.
Makes me almost.
He rolled it to GM.
It's a 1.
Oh God.
How do you do that? Sorry.
To roll it to GM, if you do the dice button on the side, you can click.
Okay. Well, here goes nothing. I'm the priest, so I should have pretty good insight, right? Yeah, I'm gonna fucking suck this right up. You watch. Actually, I made it. What do you know?
And then one for Harvey.
I made it.
Roll a D100 again.
Insight, so you want to roll a D100, be under your insight, which you are not. So Jack and Kieran, I believe Kieran made it.
Yeah, I think
I did.
And Bus.
And Bus. Oh, so Bus actually, that's not a fumble, Bus.
That's a crit.
That's
I know.
a crit. I'm having you do a fumble. Okay, so how
dare you, sir?
I'm sorry. So Bus, you are looking around, and before anybody else, you go, this place was supposed to be popular with a bunch of bandits. I'll bet they all got turned into undead.
Oh.
that would make sense.
That doesn't ease
I
me.
do Razul a little questioning look.
Yes.
This your first time here, bud?
First time? So there you go. You started the attack on the dilapidated tower. You're in an area now that has actual walls and before we end, Razul, when you were poking around, you actually find something.
Woo!
And let me find it here. Where is it?
Pure madness. Piss and buggery.
Where do I have that?
What's it look like?
So you find another page of a journal. And if you would do us the honors, Bus.
I'm terrible at reading.
Day 4, or is it day 5? Taking longer than we thought it would. Kestrel talked his way somehow through the bandits living in the tower. Always did have a gift to gab, that one. Anyway, they didn't rob us and actually open the way down. They seemed relieved. They even agreed to sell us some rations for the journey down. Granted, the prices were steep, but we were in the best position to bargain. Rough fellows, but I quite liked them. That's not good.
And that's where we're ending.
Wow.
So, I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream. Boom, it is stopped, I think. Let me make sure of that.